And good afternoon, Trojan fans, and welcome out to our camera that is frozen on there too. So I don't think you have anything that's going on. Let me get around to, the camera part of it is there. Anyway, let's fix that just a little bit. You are here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium for Thursday night football as the ASH Trojans welcome in the Farmers of Union Parish. Nick, take it away while we fix this.
Yeah, Doug, it's good to be here. 90 degrees, sunny right now. It feels like 95. Humidity's down, actually, 47%. East-northeast wind, 4 miles an hour. 7:20 p.m. sunset, so it won't be long after kickoff. We are going to have a 7:02 kickoff this evening, so a little bit after 2. But a great night, good opponent here with the Union Parish Farmers. Very talented team. We were talking to Marshall, their radio play-by-play guy, who does a lot of work for us, and gave us a couple of the headliners for them to look out for. But said the roster was a little down this year as far as numbers. They actually dropped to 2A from 3A. Over the past couple of years when they reclassify, but they're perennial power in the non-select division. They've been to state championships. They've won state championships, so it's going to be a good matchup for you Trojans.
We'll talk about it in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break and see why this camera has worked for, 3 hours or so, and why it chooses now not to. We'll be right back right after this. You are watching ASH Trojan Football right here on 446 Sports.
Your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
So what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Lori even scored a...
All right, so now we are back after all of that. That's getting things done on the fly. I'm Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Brett Stallsby is here, Matthew Magnano, Roger Walker, a whole crew of folks. KP will be along with us here in a little bit, but now you get to watch what's going on, and so we're delighted that you're able to do that. Nick, let's start back over, and let's get back into the weather just a little bit in our abbreviated, updated kickoff out of the aforementioned Trios press box tonight. We'll talk about the weather first.
Yeah, sunny, 90 degrees, feels like 95. East, southeast wind, 4 miles an hour. Humidity's 47%, which is good for this time of the year, but shouldn't be much effect by the weather. Sunset goes down at 7:20, so we'll be nice and dark here pretty soon.
All right, first things first. We have to get down to one of the most important details of tonight's game. What was the press box food from our friends at Sinlock Grill and Chill tonight,
Very
my man?
good, very good. We had cheeseburgers with any kind of condiment you'd like. They had barbecue sauce. They had mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup.
And it wasn't
pickles,
all right
lettuce.
on there.
That's
it was
right.
all spread out.
Yeah, it was a spread, as they call it. Had very good mac and cheese.
I thought you were quick. I thought you weren't eating that.
Guess what? It tastes so much better because it's been 6 weeks since I've had a mac and cheese. So, no, it was very good. I appreciate those guys. They're the Lambs from South Central L.A., but their brick-and-mortar location, Sinlock Grill and Chill, is right around the corner from
you
here.
You can just about see it right out here. It's in front of the neighborhood Walmart that's out there. They do catering. Now, because the game is tonight, they've got live music tomorrow night.
Oh,
so you can
great.
go out there and see Sound of Change. But that's our friends at Sinlock Grill and Chill, and we appreciate them providing our press box food for us, for our officials, for everybody that's up here. Now, I guess we've got to talk a little bit about the game tonight. So, goodness gracious, yeah, how about that? All right, so, Nick, last week, let's take a look at that. We talked a lot about it on our show last night out at Walk-Ons. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts before we close the book on week one.
Yeah, which everybody listening, last night, is going to know what all these numbers were. But big night from Carson Sellers. He was 10 of 17 with 4 touchdowns. Did have the one INT that was off the hands of Fontenot. Speaking of Fontenot, Fontenot led the receiving core. He had 5 receptions, 129 yards, 3 touchdowns. Was actually our player of the week.
That's right.
For your ASH Trojans. Leading in the rushing department was actually Noble Williams, number 4, Noble Williams, and he had 8 rushes for 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay, and then our play of the week last week was a 56-yard screen pass from Sellers to Cason Williams, the other Williams in the backfield, number 3. And
how about our Express Pros lineman of the week,
Express Pros lineman was Aiden Price, who had a phenomenal game. Just a hard-nosed young man, moved from tackle to guard and has made that adjustment real well. So yeah, great work by him.
I asked him, I said, what was the biggest adjustment? Because we interviewed him and Carrick was on the show last night, too. I asked him, and I was serious, and I looked at him. I said, what's been the biggest, toughest adjustment for you moving from tackle into guard? He says, I just got to block this guy instead of that one. I was like, yeah, you do.
Keep it simple, sir, right?
That's correct.
The defense last week, led by, starters didn't really play much of the second half. So had actually Trey Williams.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Z9, Zone 9.
Zone 9, that's right.
I'm going with Z9. Got his permission last night to mention that. So Z9 he had 2 solo tackles with 1 assist. And then, of course, Townsend, Gaines, aforementioned Carrot Gaines, Hobbs, Bayon each had 2 tackles for loss. We had Hobbs with a half and Bayon, so they obviously had the same one. Townsend had 1 tackle for loss, and Hobbs and Bayon, the tackle for loss was a sack. They combined for 1 sack together. So not, like I said, not a lot of stats last week from your defense, but that's kind of what you want.
Look, I don't want to get sacked by one of them, yet alone them 2 combining for a half a sack each. My goodness. They are a handful. You'll see our Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard along the bottom of it all throughout the season with ASH Trojan Football that is brought to you by the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana. This season, we're delighted to have the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana on board with us, too. As always, explore Alexandria, Pineville. Man, Nick, we talked keys to the game last week. We talked players. We've got a lot. And keep an eye out now. We'll have our player of the game. We'll have our Southern Air Cool play of the game. And, of course, we'll have our Express Pros alignment of the week. We've got all of those things. So you at home, we invite you to check out. We invite you to check out what is going on. And send in your comment of who you think the player of the game should be, the lineman of the week. And now let's not just this player, all of his family thinking it's supposed to be this one and all of that player's family. But, no, it should be a lot of fun. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Roku. You can find us on Facebook as well. So we are extremely delighted to have you. Stadium's starting to fill up out here. I don't think the crowd is making it in quite as much. Only game in town, though. And there's only, Nick, probably 5 or 6 across the state that are Thursday night games.
Yeah, that's the fortunate thing about playing on Thursday is, other than the fact you get Friday off, but I know coaches don't like it because it gets them out of their routine, but it does allow people to come, see the game, watch the game, and that's a good thing, I think, for any program who gets to play on Thursday night.
Look, Trojans back in their purple. They're 1-0. In those new purple uniforms, too. You were talking back earlier as I'm looking at the purple uniforms, and I see a young man that could have been player of the week last week, too. And we talked about that with Coach Bachman, and we talked about it off the air, and we'll talk about it on the air, too, is junior kicker number 1, Eli Fong. Tell me about the day that young man had.
Yeah, 9 touchbacks.
9 touchbacks.
Yeah, had 9 PATs. Was perfect from that field goal, but didn't really have to punt, but it's just Coach Merce told us that Coach Bachman calls him a weapon, and
a weapon indeed.
He's definitely a weapon. He has a strong leg. He's a big kid. He's an athletic kid. We were talking to the person, Brett McCormick, who's actually a teacher here, and also provides the offensive stats for us. And Brett was talking about how athletic he is and how he could play tight end. He could play multiple positions. So just a well-rounded kid, good family. His grandparents live in South Central L.A. They live in Woodworth.
So would you straighten that out for people? That's the third reference you've made of that, and straighten that out for folks because that might be a long commute.
Yeah, well, growing up, we grew up. I was a early '90s baby. Early '90s in high school. So a lot of the rap artists,
right,
were from out there, and they were from South Central L.A. Talking about
South Central Los Angeles,
capital L, capital A.
I gotcha.
Well, me and my friends, we said, well, Woodworth, we're South Central LA. We're the South Central part of the parish. So we just came up with that. So that's our little thing, and nothing like keeping it up. Matthew's over there throwing the W, for Woodworth. So
oh wow.
Nah, but
look, those inside jokes are best kept inside, I guess. That's for sure. Back to action we go here.
You asked, by the way.
I did, but I didn't know that we were going to get all of that. Sun starting to make its way down across the street from us, about 15 and a half minutes until kickoff. And that can only mean one thing, Nick. What can that mean?
Louisiana Athletic Club keys of the game. Keys of the game. When I sent you that text, I put keys to the game. But, yeah, keys of the game.
They can be whatever you actually want them to do. And my stuff, it hides on me is what it does. That's the problem with this thing that we have. But I think – let's try this, Nick, and see if we can Get right to it. There it is. It's the Louisiana Athletic Club. Keys to the game. Take it away, Nick.
On offense, I'd say we pound the rock. I say we keep that momentum going from last week. Use the Williams squared as Kaysen and Noble. They've done really well, and that'll open up the passing game. We've got one receiver who's out tonight, so going to be trying a new receiver in the slot, and maybe we can give them a chance once we get the running game. So that's my offensive key to the game is let's pound the rock and establish the run, and then we can open it up.
Just a highlight on that. We saw last season 2 full quarters, the end of one, and then the beginning of the very next game. It was like 35 offensive plays that the Trojans didn't throw the football.
Yeah.
Coach Bachman comes from a spread offense background, gets up and down the field, has great quarterbacks, but he would just as soon grind this thing out and get it over with.
He's a 50-50 guy. I mean, if you look at all the stats, like I said, we're not going to go back to who we lost, but if you look at overall stats from last year, the amount of offensive plays, it is like 51-49.
Eerily similar.
Very close. So, and to be honest with you, you can pound the rock whenever you have a defense who's playing as well as them. And my key to the game tonight for the defense is force Union Parish to throw the ball.
Okay.
They're going to play. They
don't throw the ball.
They don't throw the ball much. Okay. Now he does have a good arm.
Right.
I mean, he's a very athletic kid. Braxton Peterson. He's going to play DB. He's going to play run. He's going to play a lot of different things. So he's a talented kid, but force him to be one-dimensional, kind of like last week with Westphal. I mean, Westphal had to throw the ball, and they didn't even get a chance to showcase their number 4 quarterback because we were on top of them 14-0 before they could even blink. So,
well, but what Coach Pat, who has been there, Coach Pat that's been with Union Parish, the Farmers, for the last, 20 years, state championship games, does not get away from what he wants to do. We were down Tuesday night visiting with the folks at Acadiana on that. Coach Dotson, Coach Estes, and all this. He's like, look, we're not changing. This is what we're going to do. All you have to do is go out and stop it. And goodness, that's what Union Parish has done for years.
And it also, once again, you could see the Sterlington Jamboree. You see this game. And I don't know if Coach Bachman set it up like this, but this prepares you for at least 3 of our district opponents who run the similar offense.
That's right.
Overall, we talked about next week.
Okay.
Not just because you're going to be.
Oh gosh, let's not talk about that just yet.
Not just because you're going to be flying out from New Orleans, but the overall team, they need to focus on tonight. Because if they don't focus on tonight and they're thinking about next week, then they're not going to do well tonight.
Prior to getting things started tonight, they will observe a moment of silence on the field as they get ready for the prayer and the anthem as well. On that, Nick, in honor, in memory of the late Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated yesterday, and so as well, they'll go to a moment of silence up here, and we certainly appreciate it. And in our pregame prayer, we pray for this country as a whole. It's got a lot of healing all over to do. This entire world does, but it starts with you at home. One person can make a difference, and if we all combine to do that, then it will certainly get there. So you'll see that momentarily. But big thanks out to Louisiana Athletic Club. That is our. Did you get your third key in?
Well,
yeah,
Doug,
you said don't look ahead.
But Doug, one thing, and I don't want to.
Right, that's correct.
Of course, we all talk about our beliefs. Okay, we all but the one great thing about sports is and I'm getting chills talking about it. I coached for 25 years. If the world would be like a field and be like a team, okay?
Yeah.
The beliefs, not every one of these kids on this team have the same beliefs.
That's right.
Have the same religion, okay? But they come together for a common goal.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's to be successful and win and work hard and win this. If our country and if they could take that mentality, okay, to where if we can do that as something as simple as a game, and put that into perspective, okay? Because guess what? It's all about getting along. It's all about respecting each other's differences, okay? And it's about doing what's best for the overall.
Partner could not have said it better myself, my friend. There you go. Let's look down through the starting lineups while we're here as well. We will jump over there for your Trojans. Starting defensively, Jaden Bayan across the defensive line. Peyton Hobbs there at nose tackle. Ethan Richard at the other defensive linemen. That linebacking core is solid. Jackson Townsend and Xavier White are there prowling that. There's Bryson as that linebacker. Xavier White, Bryson Phoenix, Jackson Townsend are your linebackers. And DBs, Carrot Gaines, Maurice Jackson, Jay Frazier, Trey Williams, part of that Sharks that they talk about. You'll see Gary Boatman and you'll see Jace Spikes in there across the offensive line as well, or that defensive line. Now let's quickly switch over and take a look at the offense there. The offense we've talked about as well. And there's 14 guys that we put on there because they start a lot of folks out there. The Trojans at quarterback start junior Carson Sellers, number 16. And then William squared, as you like to call it, Kaysen and Noble, the sophomore sensations at running back 3 and 4. Kaysen Williams, Noble Williams, both had big games last week, and we expect nothing less tonight. At the wideouts, Alex Fontenot is there, Hayden Burford is there, and Trey Doherty is there. Getting the start at the H-back is Grayson Thibodeau. You saw him on the show 2 weeks ago, and he's just as fired up as anyone is across that big offensive line. Peter Lofton, Aiden Price, who was our lineman of the week, Carter Rivette, don't call him Hunter, Jacob De La Cerda, Jaden Everett, and then you'll see Jaden Clemens and Gaines McKenzie will come in as the tight end as well. And that is your starting lineup. Let's get back and see where our people are. There we go, and bring that back in. You have our starting lineups. You have our keys to the game, and we did all of that. I think we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will get ready to kick things off. We'll get ready for the coin toss, the anthem, the moment of silence when we come back.
Real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
You can start a rewarding... We're just going to let you listen to the sights and sounds of the Trojans making their way back onto the field. And there you get a look at the Trojans underneath that helmet, getting ready. You hear Enter the Sandman. And they had, because Coop wasn't here tonight, so they were talking about, what do we play? What do we play? When do we do this? Said, look, when they start walking, you play Enter Sandman. And you don't stop until they get out here. The rest will take care of itself.
That's right.
Look, it is pure magic out here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. Crowd still making their way in. We are delighted. If you are watching from Union Parish, we appreciate you tuning in. Turn us down and turn up Marshall Leffler on the radio out there if you want to. The voice of the Union Parish Farmers. You can also catch him at 8 a.m. on 446 Sports on Saturday mornings. And here come your ASH Trojans. Well, nothing gets you fired up, Nick, like that does. And don't forget, we are broadcasting high above Butch Stoker Stadium from the Trios Bar and Grill Press Box, where we will be all season long, home or away. We'll be there in spirit next week. Don't forget about that. You're going to see, I think we'll turn it over to our public address announcer here and let them take us through these pregames. So Nick and I are going to step away. We're going to leave you to the pregame festivities. When we come back, it'll be time for the coin toss and the kickoff, and we'll get this thing going.
Today, Color Guards are being presented by the Alexandria Senior High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Color Guards. The Color Guards are commanded by Cadet Corporal Peyton Ivy. Carrying the Marine Corps colors is Cadet First Sergeant Jacob Kuti. The left rifleman is Cadet Private Corey Bowie, and the right rifleman is Cadet Sergeant Kingsley Evans. Our flags will be thrown at half-mast this evening by the order of the President in honor of the lives lost on September 11, 2001, and the tragic events that occurred across our nation yesterday. Please join me as we stand in a moment of silence for the lives lost. Please remain standing as Alyssa Hagan leads us in tonight's prayer, followed by the Trojan Band, the national anthem.
Dear Lord, we ask for your blessing on this game as we are about to play. We ask that you give each player and coach the courage to play and coach this game in a manner that is glorifying to you. Think that you may not only give them strength and guidance, but the ability to calm their nerves and play to the best of their abilities. We pray that you allow no injury or harm on either team and allow both teams to play with sportsmanship and respect for one another. We ask that you watch over all the students and fans tonight and for safe travels home for everyone. We also ask that you wrap your arms around our country and city as we face these times of violence and acts of cruelty, but that you would also allow students and parents to look toward you in every decision we make. In Jesus' name, amen.
You know, Nick, as the colors begin to make their way off of the field, you have that in such a sense of pride, and it goes back some 25 years now, 24 years since that day, September 11th on there, and the country came together then. And a little time has erased between now and then, but our country will do it again. This country is under attack, and you said it best. I don't care what side of anything you're on. We need to come together, and that's it. But we remember the victims of September 11th, those with lasting memories in 2001, and we remember those in the last couple of weeks that have fallen on what they have, and we'll get into football. It is as you said, it is the great equalizer, and we are ready to get this thing going. Take it away with captains, Nick.
Yeah, from left to right, Union Parish, Javion Island, number 3, number 4, Javon Henderson, number 2, Kadrian Johnson, and number 10, Aries Salome. And then for your Trojans, left to right, Xavier White, Jay Spikes, Peyton Hobbs, and Grayson Thibodeau.
There you have it, and so we'll take a look at it. I will see if I can get my glasses out of that that bag over there, because once night starts to fall, then it gets a little rougher on me. So anyway, sorry about that, Brett. Brett just happens to be right there in that spot. You see the captains out there tonight, and my goodness, it's here and ready to go. Week 2. Down on the field they go. They'll kick this one officially at 7:02-ish, I believe is what they call it, if you're wondering, and you're saying, hey, it's 7 o'clock. How come we haven't done it? Union Parish has won the toss and elected to defer. Is that right?
No, I think Ash actually won it, and they... Yeah.
Union Parish will receive. So, yeah, it'll get that Trojan defense out there. You see X, who's in the house, and, boy, just ready to go. The defense, we've talked about it a lot, but it doesn't seem like you can ever say enough about what they do. The turnover margin, they are doing just incredible things defensively of getting the ball back for that offense.
Yeah, and last year that was another just a bright spot for this Trojan team, just being able to do that. And you know, another thing too, you have turnovers, you have takeaways. I mean, I know they like to call them. You know, they like it when we take the ball away because we force it, and that's a sign of every good defense.
Well, we are getting close. Now that Trojan kickoff team is out there. We talked about 9 touchbacks last week for Eli Fung and an onside kick recovery. And I'm telling you, can you say weapon enough about a young man? You look offensively, weapons. You look defensively, there it is. Yeah. And number 1 for the Trojans, just a junior, gets the ball readied. You got, is that 1 and 4 that's back deep to receive? Ross and Henderson?
I think so, Doug. Kind of hard to see their numbers from here.
Fung will set things up, although they are the bright orange white jerseys for the Farmers. Eli hears the whistle, steadies himself, points to either side, and away we go. Fung puts a foot into this one, and new week, same result. My goodness, the base of the tee, so 7 yards deep it goes for Eli. 10 touchbacks through 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, that's great for your defense to start out on the 20. If you're going to have, early in the season, if there's going to be mental breakdowns, it's usually in your special teams. So it's good that you don't have to worry about any return there.
All right, when we get out there, it looks like they should have number 9 at quarterback. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, Braxton Patterson, the junior. They've got him listed at running back, quarterback, defensive back, a little bit of everything, but that is Patterson that will come up under center. Handoff is going to go just off to the left side.
Yeah, that's Raymond Harris, who's actually on the tackle. He's actually started in place of Maurice Jackson from last week, number 17. So he was there on after that 2-yard, we'll call it a 3-yard gain from the Farmers.
Senior Javion Henderson off the left side for Union Parish. And as quick as we've went in the past, don't expect that tonight. Farmers want to shorten the game. Braxton back under center, I formation behind him. Handoff goes to the fullback,
and he's going to grind for just a couple, and that is really about all. Union Parish had a tough one last week, Nick. That one got away from them early, too.
Yeah, Hobbs and Xavier there on the tackles. Yeah, they played North DeSoto, and like you said, they had a couple of turnovers early, and that it just snowballed from there.
Yeah, Dennis Dunn and that North DeSoto Griffin team just relentless in the way they come after you. But here it is 3rd down and 5 yards over the first 2. Patterson will make his way up to the line of scrimmage. I formation, receiver to the top and to the near side. Calls for this one, comes back now, a little bit of a play action. He's being chased up, and that's going to go in and out of the hands of number 6, T.J. Wallace. But it's tough getting it to your fullback out of the backfield.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have an accurate pass there because he definitely would have had enough for the first down. But like I said, your Trojans, they have Kason Williams dug back to return. That's
new.
That's new. So, but that money down, like you talked about it last night. If they do the little money sign, your Trojan defense, that means it's 3rd down, the money down.
That one a high snap, boy, a delayed one too. I bet the Trojans will get one of those tonight. Kaysen lets it bounce at the 41-yard line and will roll out of bounds, no flags, and the Trojans will have really good field position to start things off. And student body rights, handoff, trap, dive. Look, here it comes. But now the Trojans will still go tempo. They'll still get to the line of scrimmage. And when the dust settles tonight, it'll be about 50-50 perhaps.
You know what's going to happen.
He's coming out
to the game. Yeah, my keys to the game was pound a rock.
They're going to come out throwing.
Play action
That's
here.
Right. And let me tell you, it pains my soul to sit here and talk about them running the football. But I do believe this will be one of those games where you see them come out and get after it. Kaysen and Noble in the backfield. Kaysen's to the left. Noble kind of just in the back, offset eye, if you will. H-back is there, and that is that Thibodeau that's there.
Yes, yeah,
Handoff
Thibodeau,
is there.
yes.
Toss goes to the far side behind that left side. Noble trying to make a couple of men miss, but actually will lose a yard on the play.
Yeah. Good pursuit there by the Farmers. Actually, Jaden Everett is starting at right guard, not Clemens, but they'll rotate.
And that's why we listed like 14 of them. Handoff comes to Kaysen this time behind Noble blocking. Gets through there, is going to have 10 on the play, will be a yard shy of the first down because of that loss, but that's a 10-yard pickup for Kaysen Williams.
Yeah, good lead block there by Noble to free him up, make it 3rd and short.
They hustle there, and no way the Trojans don't get it here. They're not going for it. Handoff back. There's a pass. Quick snap throw over there. Complete on the far side away. That's Burford that's got that. And you'll see a lot of opportunities open up, Nick, as people double cover Alex.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is Hayden came back to the ball. He didn't wait for the ball to come to him, so that was a good play by him. Good
First
throw.
down and 10 from midfield. Handoff comes to Kaysen. Big block by Noble to the near side. Alex doing so as well. And before Kaysen is driven out of bounds after a 14-yard pickup.
Yeah, another good block there by Noble. I really think that Kaysen, probably watching the film back, he's going to see he could have split Thibodeau and Fontenot. Fontenot had him pushed to the outside, and Thibodeau had him into the inside, and probably would have took that one to the house.
Nick, that vision and just seeing things is one of those things that just come from varsity experience.
Yeah, and you notice I always mention that when he watches the film, because we've got a pretty good angle up here that we can see everything that's happening. So not saying that I'm always right, but it's
not always, huh?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But
you take a look at our Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard along there. You won't see any scores updated. Magnano's got it easy down there tonight.
Yeah, you broke him in pretty hard last week. So, but Doug, we were talking. Coach and I were talking after. I don't know if you heard me because you were talking to some parents. But there was a commentator this past weekend, that said that the running back run like he was mad at the turf. That's the way Noble runs. He runs like he's mad at the turf.
Look, I love that. Lone setback. Now you got Fontenot kind of in the slot to the far side. 2 receivers there. Actually, I think there's another tight end that has come in, and McKenzie is there. Snap is back. Sellers will hand off. And, there's a good Barry Sanders-esque shift. And that is some nifty running by Noble Williams. Spinning around inside the 10 and not to be denied. Down to the 1-yard line. Goodness gracious, they will mark him just shy. They'll give him the 2-yard line, but he jump cuts, he spins, he moves, he looks. I don't know that there's not a button he didn't push on the controller to get down to the 1, and they pull him out of there, and that will bring Kaysen in to finish things off. He does like a good closer, runs his way into the end zone and gets hit in the back after that, but it is a touchdown. Kaysen Williams, touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 34-yard run there from Noble to set that up, and Kaysen finishing it off with the 2-yard run right behind Everett. And,
Trojans.
Yeah, 34-yard run there behind Everett and Peter Lofton.
Well, we're getting our what is that? I'm going to see if I can go back and get that run from a little bit earlier. We'll see if we're able to do that. I think we have that one as that kick is up and it's good. Nick, let's see if we can take a look at that big run before the touchdown by Noble Williams. Touchdown. Let's just look at that touchdown again.
Yeah,
there you have it. We'll be back right after this on 446 Sports.
Like Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
We're back live to the Trios press box, 7-0 in this one. After that 3 and out, and the defense handing it to the offense in great field position, Eli Fong set back to put things in motion, puts a foot into this one. And they onside kicked it on the second one this time. It's high, but it's going to reach just shy of the goal line. And Phoenix trying to make his way down first. But, that just shy of the end zone. Looked like it had a little more arc on that one.
Yeah, a little more hang time there. Jay Frazier with the solo tackle on the return there. Good work by that young man to not allow him. I mean, still almost as good as a touchback. Where they, there it is. They're at the 20-yard line.
You see it on the screen, 9:13 remaining here in the first. Of course, in the month of September, mandatory water hydration breaks at the 6-minute mark. Patterson and Union Parish will make their way back out. Back under center he goes. A couple of steps back. Handoff is there off to the right side, but that defense is there right away.
Yeah, Bryson Phoenix, one of the first ones there. With Bayon. No, I'm sorry, it was Bayon, excuse me. Bayon, one of the first ones there, and then Xavier.
That was Javion Henderson on the carry. He loses about a yard, let's say. They have to get to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 11 to go here on just been the last few nights, but it's football weather, so let's go get it. Handoff is coming up. No play action. Looking to go over the top of this defense. Jay Frazier turns around, tries to toe touch just a little bit. Played that perfectly. You know, if you don't know what's going on, you'll go up and just try to knock it away or do it. He said,
by Jay Frazier.
Well, and at that point, if you catch it out of bounds, it doesn't matter anyway. So very good football IQ to plant those feet and then lean out for the catch. 3rd down and 11 they go, going right to left on your screen. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. 446 Sports is bringing you ASH Trojan Football all season long. There's motion one side, now back to the other. Winding a lot of clock, now 3 and 2 and 1. The snap is back. We'll roll to the near side. Coming up, making a big-time play is Carrot Gaines. Oh, baby.
Senior Carrot Gaines with What a play there by him.
The snap is back.
We're going to look at it real quick.
The near side, coming up, making a big-time play. The snap is back. We'll roll to the near side. Coming up, making a big-time play is Garrett Gaines. Oh, baby.
Senior Garrett pass breakup as well. You know, stepping eyes in the backfield, seeing the quarterback, reading the quarterback, and kind of came off his man in that little zone there.
But you're going to get, they're saying it was tipped, so it's not going to be roughing, and now that's going to be a turnover. And that's the one thing that has kind of haunted the Trojans that we've seen, is catching the football back there.
Yes, it has, and he's not the first one that's been back there since. I mean, I know we only watched last week, but but we had the jamboree as well. And
mine is 6 plays offensively, of course, the 2 forced downs, and there's going to be offsides, back-to-back issues, and X going back-to-back issues, and X going in there and saying, "Hey, come on, man."
Yeah, Quentin Price, a little premature there.
So it'll be first Jackson now, and firing through initially that made him step up.
Yeah, good work there by Jackson on that. That's my 3 major pressures as they try a little pump and to the outside, and actually K5 had him covered as well. But good work.
Play action, big pressure up the middle, and he's going to go down. They will come up slowly, will this Union Parish Farmer team. Snap is back there. Handoff goes off to the left side. Well, I think that's Maurice Jackson that's back in there that just got and made that tackle.
Yeah, Townsend on the bottom, and actually that was Harris again, number 17.
Okay, 17. Yeah, 7 is Jackson. Yeah, Raymond Harris, you talked about him a little bit last week, and he come up with some pretty big defensive plays after he got in.
Yeah. Had a good pass breakup as well, almost an interception last week.
Third down for the Farmers. They're 0 for 2 on third down conversions. 0 for 2 on fourths, but had the turnover on the muffed punt a moment ago. Farmers certainly not going to punt from down here. Patterson runs the option, and he is going to have the first down. They'll mark him. Well, he's going to be shy of it, about a half a yard, it looks like. They'll mark him. He's got to get to the 34-yard line, and there's no way that Union Parish doesn't go for it here. So it'll be 4th down and 1. Trojan fans will get those horns going. You can just about believe that.
They bring in Ethan Richard. He's in for Bryson Phoenix. Jay Spikes is in for Bion.
And on cue, here come the horns of the Trojans. And timeout by Coach Spat. They'll take it there. We will, I think, we'll take it with them and come back right after this.
Career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say, "Ugh, come on."
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so...
And we're back here, 4th down and 1 we go. Handoff drops back and gets the first down there. Boy, that's one of those things you got to be careful of. He took about a 3-step drop before he handed it off.
Yeah, good running, good hard running there by Henderson for Union Parish. Jackson met him in the hole, but he was able to get away from him. And now we have a timeout by the, it's a hydration break.
Hydration timeout. We'll jump back in it and take it with them when we come back.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
And we are back here to J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. Doug Gann along very end, and that's about as well as you can do that RPO.
Yeah, that was a great play by him. Jackson kind of went in with the big touchdown saving. Jackson kind of went in with the big touchdown saving tackle back there, which is what Jakarian is known for.
I mean,
good tackling.
He pulled that ball right at the very last second.
Did.
We saw a fumble a week ago on that similar play. This time it will go to the first man. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. But, Nick, that was the defensive line manhandling the offensive line.
Yeah, Peyton Hobbs. In college, I'd like to see if that might have been a fumble. Good work there by Hobbs.
Well, they don't want our opinion on it. He's getting pressure in his face, coming up and making a big-time play over the top of it. My goodness, that's K5.
Yeah, big play there. That's what your free Jakarian. And then great pressure there by Townsend on the quarterback to make him throw early.
So 4th down it is. And they were on for a field goal attempt from Ryan Reeder. He is the junior wide receiver and place kicker here. This will go out of the hold of Braxton Patterson, who is the quarterback. Ball rests at the 21-yard line. Officially a 31-yard attempt. Snap back, kick is up. Looks like it's going off to the right and no good. So the Trojans, the muff punt doesn't get it. And the flag corps turns and goes the other way.
Well, Doug, I don't know if you saw, but at the very end there, they had to get the 11th man on.
Right.
So they snapped that with 1 second left. And, I mean, that's tough for the kicker to have to make that adjustment.
Well, it is. And you're just anticipating and waiting like, come on, snap it, snap it, snap it. And you don't get it done. So that's tough. Trojans will go the other way now. They put up 38 points in the first quarter a week ago. It's 7-0 now. 20-yard line is where they start. He brings Thibodeau in motion now. Sellers will back out and swing it out to Kaysen. That's the play we saw to this side a week ago that went big, but this time just a few.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there from Sellers to Kaysen. And is it their player? Because he came in, yeah, I would imagine his shoulder. He came in and hit Kaysen right in the thigh pad, and that's pretty difficult.
You've got to really prepare for that because Kaysen can deliver a pretty good lick to anybody that's coming up trying to tackle if they're not prepared for it. Snap is back now. Turnaround toss to the near side. Kaysen's got it again. Good shifty vision there and running out to the 33-yard line, maybe the 32, and it'll be a Trojan first down. Clock will stop momentarily.
Yeah, 8-yard gain off this right side behind McKenzie and Thibodeau for Kaysen.
First down and 10, 32-yard line they go. Handoff goes up the middle. Kaysen's got it again, and they're going to give him a yard. Noble will switch places with his sophomore counterpart.
Hey, no, I was going to ask if you had lunch today at Trios, but that's tomorrow, right?
That's tomorrow, yeah. They're open for lunch on Fridays and Saturdays. I did discuss that with them today, though, that somebody needed to make me a club sandwich, and I didn't get it. Stepping up in the pocket is Sellers. He's looking downfield, trying to ready himself and just dumps that one away, but I think he was 1 or 2 yards out of bounds, so it's going to officially go as a sack.
Yeah, 2-yard loss there as well. So, have a color man from Menard, Holy Savior Menard, wants to mention the Don Dewey sauce over the onion rings.
Of course he did. Look, that's the John Dewey sauce now when it goes over the onion rings. And they said that it wouldn't work, but let me tell you, it was incredible. Tell them that you want the redfish sauce on top of your onion rings, your napkin. I don't care what you put it on. It's that good. 3rd down and 12 now. Sellers and the Trojans will take a timeout. We'll leave it right here, Nick, and just set things up for you. Next week, we will be back on Thursday nights at Walk-Ons. Next week, we'll be back on Thursday night at Walk-Ons. It was moved up a week because, well, it's Thursday night tonight. And then the Trojans go on the road for the first time in the regular season as we'll make a trip down to play the Marcus Scott and the Destrehan Wildcats.
Yeah, it's going to be a big matchup. Like I said, want to get through this. I thought we were staying here through break so we could talk about trios, but and food,
yes.
but I guess not.
Well, that's yes, but we get in a habit of just talking about food, which is okay by me. Nick has fallen right off the wagon. Let me tell you,
Just
the
tonight.
wagon is gone.
Just tonight. I got to make sure I get back on tomorrow.
Look, and so you look around at the specials, and each of the groups that we deal with have different foods. So you say, well, you got a lot of restaurants. They're not really competing with anything. And so you just look around at the food that's out there, and my goodness, it's tough. Of course, we had the burgers that were grilled by Sinlock Grill and Chill. We've just had the grill part, hadn't had the chill part. I need to make my way and check that out also. 3rd down and 12. Back to pass is Sellers. There's that quick post. Over the middle goes Fontenot. He's got it to the 40, trying to outrun folks, and does. 20 now, 10, 5. Alex Fontenot, touchdown, Trojans.
68-yard slant route there from Sellers to Fontenot, and Fontenot caught it clean and did the rest, just outrun everybody. So first catch of the game for Fontenot, and it's a great first one to have.
Indeed it is, and boy, what a big time play that was.
He had a play action pass there. Doug sets that up, pound, and it opens up, and they take advantage of that, and definitely take advantage of his speed. Carson's 3 for 3, Doug, for 77 yards.
And he got how many of them on that one?
68.
Okay, goodness gracious. Eli Fung back on to attempt another one. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0, quick drive. We'll recap that when we come back.
Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
A hot and steamy as you.
And we are back here, 14-0, 3:32 remaining in this one. Big 69-yard touchdown pass from Sellers to Alex Fontenot. That is the 4th time they have hooked up this season. 3 last week, once today. Eli, another high kick, will get just a yard into the end zone. He's just letting folks know that he can do it on a line 9 yards back or up high and let his group get down there. It may be what they're telling him, Nick. Say, look, put some loft in it, let our guys run down there a little bit.
Yeah.
Or 14-0 in this one. The Trojans now have scored 52 points in their first quarter play through 2 games, and that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a good start for on the season. Harris still in there for Jackson, so I'm seeing if that might be a platoon this week, Doug.
KP has made it into the house, and he'll have Coach Bachman there coming out of the half. Snap is back, handoff's going to go right up the middle, but so is that Trojan interior line, and there's going to be a loss of a yard in that one.
Yeah, big Quentin Price and Gary Boatman there for the stop.
You know what's worse than starting every drive at the 20-yard line, Nick? Having second down from the 19 or inside the 20, yeah. And that's been the case the last couple of times. 2nd down and 11 for the Farmers in the white jerseys, trimmed in orange tape around the white shoes. 14-0 you see on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, and there's a toss, but a big tackle along the way, and none other than Bryson Phoenix.
Yeah, Bryson there on the tackle, and Harris did come up to force him inside to Bryson. So good work there by both those gentlemen.
3rd down now and 11, no gain on the play. We have seen quarterback pull and run, and he's thrown just a little bit. He's been off target on the ones that he has thrown. First time that we have seen him, I believe, back in the shotgun.
Yeah, and I saw that on film a little bit last week against North DeSoto.
Snap is back. Pocket rolls to his left side. He's got to try and square his shoulders, but that just doesn't work because Jackson Townsend is in the house.
Can I give him a PBU on that?
I don't see. I think you have to. What do you call that?
Yeah, I mean,
a hurry and a PBU.
You know, he's there to. I'll have to get the clarification there from Coach Bachman on that one, but he actually was blocked pretty well initially by their running back, but the quarterback didn't follow the block. He instead of stopping and trying to throw it, he kept trying to get outside. So good work by that young man.
Trying to work on the confidence of Cason Williams. He's back at the 39-yard line, set to receive this kick from the Farmers. If they get it away, that one is up in the air, and he'll just get everyone off of out of the way as it checks up, and will be touched down at the 49-yard line of the Trojans. So they'll start on their own side of the field, but just barely, as it is, the ball knows that a football is on the 50. So the Trojans officially will start at midfield. 2:10 to go here in the first. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associate scoreboard. ASH Trojan Football brought to you all season long by the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana. Kubota Dealers of Louisiana on board. 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. They bring a man in motion. That's going to be a little toss there to, that's K5.
Yes, it is.
That got that one. And we had heard that he might be out there for a play or two, and he definitely is.
Yeah, might have been a little excited on that one, Doug. He probably had a little bit of time to set his feet and get up the field there.
Snap throw over now to the far side. Getting him in the open space. He goes 40, now 30. That's why you have him. K5 to the house. Touchdown, Griffin. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 50-yard screen play there from Sellers.
Did you see the burst?
Yeah. The great thing about him out there is you don't have to hold that block for long. All you really have to do is just get in the way of the DB, which Fontenot and Burford did. But great work there by K5 to finish it off.
21 first quarter points now with the PAT pending. So 20 here, 21st point getting ready to get attempted out of the hold of Carson Sellers. Those last two pass plays, snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. We'll be back right after this. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
King of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
And we are back here. Trios Press Box is where we are broadcasting from all season long. Big thanks to our folks over there at Trios on Versailles. Try the John Dewey sauce over there on the redfish, and you won't not like it. I can promise you that. Just down bring you a bowl of it as an appetizer. Fung set to put a foot into this one. Hammers this one. It is low. Liner's going to bounce around and be retrieved at the 4-yard line, off to the 15. Now 20, cutting back to the center. Good tackle outside the 30 to the 31.
Clayton Dole there with the tackle, and he's done that for a long time for this ball club.
So probably that's the 4th different style of kick that we have seen from Eli tonight. I don't know if he's working on something or just varying some things in his approach.
Might be because we talked about him a little bit too much pregame.
Could be. Put the pressure on it. First down and 10 for the Farmers. Handoff off to the right side, and goodness gracious.
I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Go ahead. That's just a big-time tackle.
Yeah, that's a great play by Harris over there on this. And maybe that's, Harris might be in here. You may have started this game because of that, Doug, because of his run support and how well he does. But he's taking on a blocker, and he's one-on-one with the runner, and he makes the tackle.
Second down and 10, winding down the final minute here from Butch Stoker Stadium. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano, certainly appreciative of our crew. We got Roger Walker here, Brett Stallsby, Matthew Magnano. KP is in the house now too, and you will hear from Coach Bachman after halftime and at the end of the game. Looked like false start is being whistled against the Farmers.
Yes, sir. First penalty of the game for them. Ash has one as well.
So the over and under, Nick, was 35.
For this?
Well, no.
Oh.
For weight I gain from all of our restaurant sponsors this season. That's what it was for, not for this.
I was fixing to say, what are we talking about here?
Second down and 15 for the Farmers, back to the 26-yard line. Handoff is going to go up the middle, but again, there is that wall of Trojan defenders, and goodness gracious, Nick.
Yeah, Ethan Richard by on there. Ethan comes out with being real hyped, and we talked to Coach OJ last night about these guys and how much fun it is to have the depth and the quality of play on the line of scrimmage.
That'll do it here for the first quarter play. Trojans lead it big in this one, 21-0. Join us back as the second quarter is just around the corner when we come back.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Back to J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium we go. Third down and a long way to go. They've got to get out to the 41-yard line, so third down and 16 as they start the second period. They'll flip sides, go from left to right. Now Will Union, and it'll make it third down and 21. And the money down is getting further and further back for this Union team. Nick, thoughts on the first quarter?
I mean, I would think that, Coach was probably, a little disappointed with the one turnover, but other than that, I think it's good. Defense played good, especially after that play to hold them to a field goal attempt.
Third down and 21. Have to get all the way out to the 41-yard line. What started as a promising opportunity for Union is just going back and back. And oh, here comes Bayon, nearly picked off the screen on the far side. Who was that was coming in? Was that Williams or Gaines?
That was you talking about the pressure?
On the far side that screen pass was close to. I know it was Bayon that had the pressure here.
It looks like X was right there, about to make the play on it from the inside as well.
That's one of those that you pick off and go to the house.
Yeah, they read it like they knew the playbook.
Don't think they're going to go after this one. We did see them. It looks like Union Parish has spread that offensive line out a little bit more, so the Trojans have to cover some, and that takes the appearance of a block away. That one is snapped high, but going right up the middle. Again, nearly getting there. That one is covered up by Kaysen. He's got a chance. He's to the 35 to 40 now, 35-30. Down the sideline goes Kaysen. 10-5. You can put it up. Touchdown. Kaysen Williams, touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, you know how you get over a fumble, a botch, a return is you take it 55 yards to the house.
There is something very special about number 3, Kaysen Williams.
Yeah, and that line, you know, whenever they, and I have to give Trey credit on the very end there. Trey could have easily tried to block the guy that would have been a block on the back, but Trey pulled up and let Kaysen go, and he scored. So good work there by Z9 as well.
Fong set to put a foot into what is nearing his 4th extra point. Snap is back, hold is there, kick is up, and it's good. 28-0. Trojans lead this. 3 big plays have led to this big score here. 3 scores over 50 yards. We'll be back right after this.
Follow us on social media. 446Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at
Just a reminder, Sadler's Towing brings you the Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. They are also the title sponsor of our Thursday night / Wednesday night / whatever night that we make our way out to walk-ons. They are the title sponsor of the Thomas Bachman Show, and we could not do a bit of what we do without the folks. And what, Nick, where are they at?
They're off McKiffin Drive.
Brand new location.
Yeah. Closer to Highway 28 now than they were. They used to be closer to Twin Bridges Road.
When you see that fancy truck, you know them. That kick is bounced around, and it's going to be bobbled, picked up at the 15-yard line, going down and making the tackle. They'll stop them shy of the 25-yard line, so not as good of starting position as they had last time, but they continue to go backwards.
He hit that one like he was shooting the ball from 24 yards out in soccer. He knuckled that one, so I think he's probably just a little excited tonight.
Look, and it's hot and it's humid and all of those things. Don't forget a large amount of games tomorrow night. That big one, Buckeye and Grant. You've got Tioga, got Menard as well. St. Mary's is there. But we'll be over at, you can watch any of those games that you want. Congratulations to Ahmad Sykes. 10 rushing touchdowns, 26 carries, 420 yards for the Cougars in their big 76-50 win over Montgomery. 10 touchdowns, Nick.
Yes, that's amazing.
Goodness. First down and 10. Go the Farmers. They bring a man in motion. Inside handoff is there. Good pressure is coming from Townsend in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 5 by the kid, Jackson Townsend.
Yeah, great work there by him, working inside out and making sure he doesn't cut back because he knew he had enough speed to track him down. Good work there by Townsend. Doug, you know you're scrolling scoreboard, all the Sadler's scrolling scoreboard on the bottom. Although we're the only score tonight, the only game tonight, they can look at that and look at the matchups and for tomorrow night, correct?
That's right. You can see who all is playing. You can see the records of those teams, and you can also see what's going on here. Snap is back now. The pocket rolls to the near side. That one is nearly picked off, and Carrick just about had it, tipped it up in the air, and Griffin was looking for his second touchdown of the night. This one, the first, would have been defensively, but boy, what a play. These guys, these Sharks are swimming.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach OJ last night before the show, and I asked what position that is. You know that Cortez played last year, you know, and they call it the apex position.
Yeah.
You know, Oklahoma calls it the rover. LSU with Harold Perkins calls it a little bit different, you know, but your Trojans call it the apex position.
3rd down and 16. A little draw play up the middle again, nothing doing. And Nick, with all of the loss in the yardage, I don't know that Union Parish is in positive territory tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for him. That's Xavier there, you know, meeting him in the middle. Xavier's had a busier night. He's shown out a lot more tonight than he did last week. Just didn't have a lot of opportunities last week. You know, Doug, and looking at this roster, okay, so many of these guys are playing both ways.
Right.
You know, number 2, Kadrian John, I don't know if he's come off the field.
Well, a young man that just came off the field after a 55-yard punt return touchdown stands in the same spot he was a moment ago. High snap, kick is up, and that one's going to go about 10 yards to the left up into the area. But again, I don't care where you kick it. You've kicked it away from Kaysen, who just took it to the house the last time he had it. The Trojans will start at the 40.
Yeah, another great field position for him. And seeing who, let's see who's in on that starting, who's on that line again. Let's see if Clemens, I hadn't quite seen if Clemens has come in yet for Everett. And he is now. He's in there now. And he may have been in the last series. I just might have missed it. But that rotation on that, for that right guard position.
You're doing two things. You're getting experience to a lot of guys, and you're keeping fresh legs out there, too, and that's what you need. Sellers back in the shotgun, and should be Noble in there, and it is. Noble's spin move makes a man miss, but right into the arms of another. Still not going down, but is going to be pushed out of bounds there for a loss of 5. They'll give him 4 maybe.
Yeah, loss of 4 there, Doug. He never hit the ground.
No, continue to spin and spin out of there. Well, that run he had back earlier was just incredible. We'll see if we can talk to both of them after the game tonight. Join us next Thursday night, 7 o'clock, out at Walk-Ons for the Thomas Bachman Show, where we will be 7 to 8-ish, depending. We went a little over last night, but just we're talking good friends and good food and Walk-On. Snap is back to Sellers. He's trying to go over the top of it. He's got Alex. Good stop right there and into the end zone. Alex Fontenot, touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans.
44 yards there on the pitching catch from Sellers of Fontenot, just that 9 route, that go route.
Let's look back at our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. What was key number 1, Nick?
None of your business.
None of my business, he says. Pound the rock, he says.
Well, for the record, the first probably 8 plays were running the ball to open up the pass.
I feel you. I'll go along with that then, my man.
How many pass attempts do you think Sellers has?
5?
Yep.
Okay.
How many rushing attempts do you think we've had?
5.
Nope.
10. I have no idea.
Yep.
2, 13?
11.
So they're pounding the rock.
We're 2 to 1 rush to pass.
Kick is up, and it is good. We'll be back right after this.
SouthernAirNow.com.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Back we go to J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium, broadcasting live from the Trios press box here. And Well, what a night it has been already. 35-0. The Trojans lead this one. You show it as 40 on your Wallace. There he is. He's back.
Yeah, he won't be throwing his tee into the net this time. Last one he threw his tee into the net, not being very happy. But so Fontenot has 2 touchdowns, 68 yards and 44 yards.
So 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns last week. He's got 5 on this young season.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. Noble with a touchdown. K5 with a touchdown. Kaysen with a punt return touchdown. That gets you where we're at here. Touchdown away from putting this thing into territory that gets the clock going. Looked like a false start, but I think much to do it. Now, the fullback goes right up the middle, and where did he come from? Trey chases him down, was trying to get that ball out. But, I mean, you don't think that man could sneak through anywhere, but he certainly did. What a play.
Yeah, a little momentum there for the Farmers off of that one play there, but Trey doing a good job. Zenon doing a good job tracking him down. Almost got him to fumble there at the end as well.
Look, Big Buddy was hanging on to it, though. Look, that's impressive running out of the fullback there. That is
T.J. Wallace.
T.J. Wallace, yeah. Very impressed with that young man. He's going to hurt some defenses this year. Just a yard, but the ball's on the ground. Patterson falls back on it. And that'll be 2nd down now and 10.
Doug, talking about their roster, Ari Slocum, who's the tight end defensive lineman that's committed to Arkansas.
Yes.
Marshall told me pregame he's actually committed as a defensive end.
Wow.
Not a tight end. So, and he's number 10 on your screen whenever you see him. He plays both ways. And
he's on the top. The left-hand side is where you usually find him. He breaks huddle and goes off to the left side, and there's a good opportunity. They like to go that way. Young man going to cross the top of Louisiana into Arkansas and head over there. And, well, you talked about him, and there he goes.
Yikes. So that's the one that's committed to Arkansas, who's a big young man that's very athletic and was ready to make a play there.
I just don't think that you could draw that up any better, Nick. Talk about him and talk him right out into a false start, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right. Did I think what you're doing, you're waiting on some more of that macaroni and cheese from Sinlon Grill and Cheese. You're saying it wasn't good?
I haven't sweat like this in 6 weeks.
It was so good.
It's because it adjusted my sugar, I think. But it was great.
2nd down and 15. There's that dive right up the middle to the big fullback, and it's going to be 3rd down now, and the money down is here. 8 minutes to go in the first half, Nick, and it's been all Trojans.
Yeah, Bryson and next there. So Hobbs was kind of disappointed with himself because he was there to make the play and just didn't quite get him. But he's had a good night tonight. Just as that's another thing about a great nose guard. It's the disruption. He may not have the numbers. For example, on that play with the quarterback earlier,
yes,
he gets nothing for that, but he made the play.
Yeah, the game inside the game. 3rd down and 14. Have to get to the Trojan 30-yard line. Expect pressure on this one. Handoff goes off to the right side, runs right by the pressure, but a good tackle is made there by K5, who has been, no, actually, I'm sorry. That's
Trey.
That is Trey, yeah. Trey Williams comes up, and, he's got that style of tackle that he does, and that's what I should have seen. He wraps up and twists the guy around and gets him down.
Yeah. And another great thing about tonight, the 2 safeties have 2 tackles total.
That's what you want to see.
That's what you want, exactly.
Absolutely it is.
The 2 safeties have 2 tackles. That's what you want to see.
4th down and 9. Trey is back there with K5 there at the 30-yard line as the 2 safeties. Frazier on coverage to the top. Going to run the option. It's pitched back, and they got a lot of work to do on this one. The Trojan defense steps up, and it will be 1st down and 10. Trojans turnover on down and cue the horns.
Yeah, Carrot Gaines turns him inside to the interior defensive players there, then it was just a host of Trojans. I mean, you could pretty much put a mark down for all, although Xavier's getting up a little gimpy. Looks like his right shoulder or hand. Hopefully it's Nothing major. He's going straight to.
He's leaning over a little bit like he's almost got a stinger just on that side. He's trying to shake it out is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Might have hit a helmet, might just be tingling and numb from getting that, they call it a sting. You get hit in that shoulder, and it'll get your attention. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Go the Trojans. Have yet to get to the water break, but it's 30 seconds away. They're set up that screen, and there it is, in and out of the hands.
Trey Doherty.
Trey had that one, and it was set up pretty well, but unable to haul it in and go.
First incompletion from Carson tonight. He's backpedaled. Probably had a little too much pressure on him, you know. It's kind of hard to put a touch pass on that whenever you're bailing.
Thibodeau off to the right side as the H-back. Sellers back to pass once again, so they're just going to try it again, and that screen. So they hold on to Noble out of the backfield. A good job of blocking. It was behind the line of scrimmage, so no holding or any of that. And the Trojans might be their first third down of the night. It's not been but just a handful of them. Third down and 10, go the Trojans. They scrimmage from the 37-yard line here, have to get out near midfield. For this one, Sellers and the offensive unit will look over to the near side.
I know that's one of the things Coach Bachman's going to be frustrated with.
Snap is back there from Sellers. This time, that's a little back shoulder catch, and well, that stop route that EJ made famous the last couple of years here. Alex Fontenot does it pretty well.
Yeah, back shoulder stop route. I mean, that's just, you know, knowing that your receiver is going to be there where he's going to be, and a lot of respect there by the DB. Of course, that's opened up because they've, you know, he ran right past him the last throw, so you have to respect the deep route there.
Be thinking about it on the next play. I want to look the different moves that Alex has, the fade, the slant, the post, those different things, and what makes him so successful there. Noble in motion. They're setting up the screen again. This time it's complete to Alex, and take me through the different routes that Alex is able to run, because he is a pure route runner.
Yeah, you know, the first one was a slant route, you know, post route, whatever you'd like to call it, and the key with that one is you have to have your corner, the cornerback on your outside. You try to get him to your outside, you break inside, and Sellers just, I mean, hit him on the run there. Of course, the post route, the fade route, the 9 route, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that one, he didn't even pause. He just went. One of the thing I like about him, and a lot of route runners, they don't do it anymore. They used to teach us, okay? But it's the perfect move, the stop and move, okay, like perpendicular to where you were going, okay? So many receivers now round it off. And when you round it off, you're losing that depth there, that momentum, okay?
They used to get after you if you didn't plant that foot and go.
That's right. And the DBs can just run right with you. When they're backpedaling, that's one of the things. You stop, and you're either going left or right. They have to respect that for that split second, and it opens you up.
Absolutely, it does. And that's what we like about Alex Fontenot, is just his versatility. 3 touchdowns last week, 2 tonight. Getting comments and pictures in from all around the city, folks in restaurants that are watching. I know they have it up at Walk-Ons and Trios and Sinlock Grill and Chill, and our buddy Tom has it out on his front porch. That's about one of the better pictures that I've seen of it, enjoying this night air. So big shout out to my buddy Tom who is watching. Snap is back. High snap, but Sellers is able to corral it, and Kaysen picks up 8 on there and get out near first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Doug, I told you that they were going to throw the ball to open up the run.
And now here they go. That was what your key said.
5 pass opportunities in a row, and then they run the ball for 8 yards.
Again, another bad snap. Sellers is going to have to get out, and Sellers is going to be sacked, and that's going to be 4th down now, out to the 49-yard line, and Coach Bachman is getting a timeout right away on back-to-back high snaps. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. It is ASH 35, Union Parish 0 when we come back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
We are back here, and so that's the debate. It is we're talking when football movies that are out there, and Eli puts good foot in that. It's the best that they've got to chase it down. We'll now they'll turn around just like that to punt for the.
Yep, good work there by him. All right.
Yes.
We need somebody to Google Robin
I'm telling you, Robin Williams
and
wasn't in it.
unnecessary roughness.
Necessary
Or
roughness.
necessary roughness. Okay, that's the one where the guys go back and the old guys.
Yeah, it was. Robin Williams was not in Necessary Roughness, and I'm not Googling or any of that. But
Okay.
that I don't think he was. It was in Mrs. Doubtfire and Jumanji,
No,
but it wasn't.
He played in it.
Brett's not wrong. First down and 10 go the Farmers from the 6-yard line of their own. Oh, good stop at the backfield, loss of a couple, and that is Spikes that's in there.
Okay. I need to figure out what movie he played in because he played in one of them.
I don't know if Robin Williams was in a football movie.
He played in a football movie because he painted the mascot when they were in high school, and I think somebody else took the fall for it. But I'll have to figure that out at a later date.
Huh. If you know out there and you're listening, send us a message or just email us at nick@446sports.com. Second 13, handoff to the backside. Going to be brought down, and that will bring up third down once again.
And that gets back to, it looks like the original line of scrimmage, Doug. Robin Williams, the best of times in 1986. Yep. So he was in one. It's just I had the wrong movie.
1980 what?
86.
Yeah, no.
I just had the wrong movie, but he was in a football movie.
Brett knew all well who was within that movie, and he was spot on with it. Third down and 9. We play from the 12. Don't forget also make your way out to Pineville Saturday for the home opener for the Louisiana Christian University Wildcats. They'll take on Wayland Baptist. They sit at 1-1 after a big win on Saturday in Langston, Oklahoma. Snap is back there, looking to throw, going to turn his body, but pressured. He's got to step up in the pocket and does, but he's hit. The pocket collapses, and that'll bring up fourth down. Good work closing on that one, Nick.
Yeah.
Townsend and Trey look like they met at the quarterback.
There. Yep, good work by those two to make it a 4th and 6, 4th and 5, so good work.
Kaysen now at the 45-yard line, and congratulations to our hat winners last night, too. John Henry won one of them, didn't he? John Henry Peach won one of our hats and wore it proudly and made sure to let folks know he had it, and the other guy didn't. That kick is up and away. It's going to back up Kaysen. He's just going to watch it go. May pick it up. Yeah, he does. And just watch him go. To the near side, trying to beat a man onto the 45. Good job of pulling up Spikes. Could he get 2 of them? He's to the 20. Now it's going to come back. I mean, the very last minute. But and Kaysen gets hit down pretty hard there.
Yeah, probably I think it might be a block in the back. Spikes, it wasn't Spikes. It was somebody later or closer.
And Kaysen was doing everything he could to get out of the way on that one.
Yep, crackback block there. It should be from the spot of the foul, correct, Doug?
Yes. Dead ball is there, so he'll have it and they'll back it up. Yard line is where to go. Yep, 15-yard penalty. 29, so it's assessed from the 14. Of the night, it's the 29-yard line of the Farmers. 2:46 to go in the first half of this one. Trojans looking to pay off this drive in this good field position. Trying to get it all right here. Turning around, and oh, that's just in and out of the hands. Nearly a phenomenal catch out there by Burford.
Yeah, great coverage there by number 17, who is Chase Hobson, backup quarterback, also a free safety for him.
So that run for Kaysen bounces across, and it's at the far side of the field. Has to come all the way back here and goes down and near 100 yards on that. Snap is back there. Handoff is up the middle, grinding out things, and they're going to get Noble for no gain. It'll be third down once again.
Doug, I know that it's 35-0.
Yes, sir.
But we're looking at Noble only has 29 yards rushing. Kaysen has 24, 26, but Kaysen has 41 rushing. So that's not bad from their defense.
Thibodeau goes in motion. Back to pass. Here comes pressure, setting up that screen. He's going to bounce out of the hands of Noble, and fourth down. And I'm telling you what, these last two possessions following the penalty too, and coach is not going to be too happy. We'll see if they trot Eli out there for the field goal attempt. Yep, they will. So from the 29, 39, 46-yard attempt, and this is where that he said he's comfortable with him.
Yep.
He being Coach Bachman.
We'll say 46 yards on this.
See this left hash over here.
46-yard attempt on the way. Snap is back there. Kick is up, nearly blocked. It's up, and it does not quite have the distance. It would have been good from 45, but that's about it. 46 did not quite make it. But in a quirk of the way it goes, because that ball made the end zone, they'll start at the 20-yard line. It's a touchback is what that is.
I need to look this up, but why are the hash marks different in all three levels? You know, high school's the widest, college is a little more narrow, and then the NFL is very narrow. The NFL is even with the uprights.
Well, I don't know. Maybe John's got some information for us sitting there listening. We'll go to our rules expert out in New York or, well, in Pineville. But anyway, first down at 10 after the missed field goal. Handoff goes up the middle. The quarterback's going to hang on to it, and he'll go down there. Trying to run off the final minute 49. Don't forget, stick around at halftime. Looks like the band is starting to get ready to go. Band and dance line and cheer will get out there and perform, and we'll keep it on them for you. Let you listen to the sights and sounds at halftime as the clock runs at a minute 33. And Union Parish really no opportunity or no desire to run anything here. They're like a fighter trying to get to the bell in this one. Trojans will get the ball to start the second half. Patterson under center. Toss goes back to the far side. Met there right away. And you just wonder if Coach Bachman and them will get a timeout trying to get a kick out of it. Has not done it, so they'll run this thing down to about 30 seconds. Well, there's a stoppage on the field with an injured player. Looks like
62. We just jogged off the field hurt.
Well, there's still one down on the ground. It's a Trojan, too.
Okay.
So we'll get away from that. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll have the band and dance line and all of that, and that is...
That's Ethan Richard.
Yeah, it looks like Richard cramping there. You can see that limp, but he'll run himself off of it.
And that would be expected. Ethan missed most of camp with a foot injury, so he's probably not in the best playing condition yet, but he'll get there.
They'll wind the clock here, 37 seconds. So there won't be but about 10 seconds, and they'll more than likely run it out on the final play and not kick it back to the Trojans. Snap is back there, handoff at the middle, spins around, trying to get somewhere and won't go anywhere. And that could very well get us to that. Nope, Trojans will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. They will try to You never know when you put it in the hands of Case and what can happen. They could very well send the punt block crew out there too.
Yeah, chance to work on some things, I guess, here. Spikes and Hobbs there with the two of the assisted tackles on the stop.
Night has completely taken over. I don't think the coolness of the evening has set in quite yet. Not a lot here. I do appreciate the air being on when we get here in the evening.
Yes.
So that, of course, we leave the window open, and that takes care of all of that. But there you have it.
Fred, I don't know if you can hear me. He says when we get here in the evening.
Afternoon, whatever.
Thank you.
Middle of the day, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all, I mean, it's evening somewhere. Well, I like Thursday night games, though, because Friday mornings I just able to sleep in and not worry about anything. How about that, Nick? Is that? Kason Williams now sits on the 40-yard line. Snap is back there, and there's K9 with the block, trying to pick it up. And that's why you do it. Trey Williams going in and making that happen.
Yeah. Z9 with the block there. Jackson Townsend with the recovery for the touchdown.
Yeah, Z9 doing big things there. Trey Williams just shot off the corner out of just like he was shot out of a starting block. And Jackson Townsend falls on it into the end zone for the touchdown. And didn't think that it would get to this point here in the first, the way that they were punting it away. But now that's a punt return for a touchdown and a blocked punt for a touchdown. Trey Williams, remember that name, folks. He is a difference maker on here. Snap back, kick is up, and it is hammered back to the track. 42-0. Trojans lead this one at nearing the half, which that should they'll start the clock running in this one, folks, and it will last through the game. So that second half, pretty much like last week, will be. It'll be a quick one. You'll see a lot of names that you have to get the roster out for.
Yeah, Trey has done a lot of that in JV football over the past couple of years, and definitely took his opportunity there to make that happen off the edge. So good work there by Z9.
Look, I may have very well called him K9 when he did that, getting excited. But let me tell you, I don't back up from it. That dude's a dog when he is out there. He will get after it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a number 5 and a number 9 that could play like like that in the way they do. So easy mistake, but definitely, probably not going to be.
No, I'm owning it. I'm owning it because he is a dog.
Yeah.
18 seconds remaining here in the half, and it has been all Alexandria. They lead it 42-0 here in the first. Second half should go a little bit quicker now. Will definitely go a little bit quicker. And the Trojans are a half away from heading to 2-0 and a game against the Wildcats of Destrehan. A lot of great football tomorrow. That one from Eli goes into the end zone for the touchback.
I've got the answer, Doug.
Okay, let's have it.
John Wolf.
But that's your buddy.
I'm sorry. So here we go. Tighter hash promotes more passing, hence NFL has tightened over the years.
There you go. That's our rules expert that we were talking about that would know it. Huge first half for the Trojans. We will keep it right here. We'll let you get an eye on the sights and sounds of halftime when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Alexandria Senior High Trojans. The Trojans play with ASH with excellence both on and off the field. Under the leadership of captains of Lily Travis and Audrey Fung, they continue a tradition of school spirit, hard work, and outstanding performances. This evening, they are honored to present a jazz routine to Glamorous. Please turn your attention to the field for a halftime performance by the Trojan Band of Class, performing movements 1 and 2 of their field show titled The Crown. The band is under the direction of Sean McQuinn and led by drum major Kristen Sykes.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at Louisiana.
And we are back here at halftime, getting ready to visit with Coach Thomas Bachman. He'll be down there with KP in just a moment, so we'll kind of get an eye on him. And, Nick, let's take a little look at the halftime stats while we're waiting on that. Or not. Oh, let's unmute. Yeah, let me get him. There you go.
All right.
Nick
Carson.
never sounded so good, huh?
That's what I'm talking about. Carson Seller, 7 for 11, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kaysen Williams, 6 for 43 yards, 1 touchdown of a 2-yard touchdown, but he also had a 55-yard punt return touchdown. Noble Williams, 4 for 29 yards. On the receiving end, Alex Fontenot, 4 for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. And K5, Jakarian Griffin, 1 for 50 yards and a touchdown.
Shot out of a cannon. I mean, when he catches that screen pass and just goes through everybody, not one person making a bad angle, but all of them took bad angles.
Yeah, and it was funny because I just talked about him not being able to have the patience to make that cut up on the run that he had coming this way, but boy, he sure did cut up field on that throw right after that reception right after.
We're going to see if we can get KP down there on the phone momentarily as he gets ready to talk with Coach Bachman. We'll get him tuned in through the magic of all of this. Eventually he will. Nothing like live TV.
Yeah. Big halftime for Xavier White. Xavier had 6 total tackles, one solo tackle, 5 assists. Another big night for Jackson Townsend, 2 solos, 3 assists, 1 sack, 1 pass breakup. Carrot Gaines with 2 pass breakups. Jakarian Griffin, 1 pass breakup, which was actually
all right, let's go quickly. We'll go down to KP as who's getting with Coach Bachman.
Give us your thoughts on the first half.
I don't really know what a lot to be proud of. Look, score 42-11. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot I thought we could have played clear offensively. Thought we played extremely well defensively. Didn't give up much. Young guys in the second half to get the playing time. We need to play a little bit. We're going to start with the first offense here. Let's stick the ball in the end zone. We got to get ready to play 4 quarters. That's coming. Like, not every game's going to be like this much longer. And so we need to get a little conditioning. We need to get a little rhythm. And then we're going to get everybody in. Sounds good. See you after the game, Coach. Thanks. There you go, Doug.
All right, KP, we appreciate it, buddy. All right, so that gives you some, in a 42-0 game, a lot of folks that may be watching it now, Nick, will go, whoa, that doesn't sound like an excited coach. Let me tell you, he knows there's some things to clean up, and he said it best. They're not all going to be like this. We got a big one coming next week.
Yeah, for sure. It's once again, and when you make this schedule, it's multiple years in advance. With like I said, with this program, having multiple years in the Superdome, multiple years in the semifinals. When I say that, the Union Parish Farmers, just like last week with Westphal, when the schedule was made, their head coach is now the current head coach at Catholic of Baton Rouge. And if you guys have never heard of Catholic of Baton Rouge,
that little old school down there ain't bad.
So when you make these when you make the schedule with Manny, you have Jess Curtis over there. So these schedules are made way in advance. But yeah, you play who's on your schedule, and then like I said, he's gonna try to get those things cleaned up this first possession, and then try to get some. And I will tell you, they weren't pleased with the second team and the third team last week.
Not at all. When they came into that game and gave up the touchdown, it just wasn't.
And there was a lot of broken coverages in the back end, and that's something that Coach Mercer, really prides himself on. I know he's not the DB coach this year anymore, but, still is very involved with that group and was not very happy, with that group last week. So yeah, it's always a learning lesson. There's always things you can work on.
Indeed, it is. I want to make a shout out to the folks that helped make this possible. Of course, our Press Box food is sponsored this year and catered and cooked this year by our friends at Sinlaw Grill and Chill, just up on Jackson Street. If you see the neighborhood Walmart that's out there on Jackson Street, you'll see them. They're on the corner, and just
it's
go
the
by
old
there.
CC's Coffee, if people remember where CC's Coffee used to be, right there on the corner.
So here's what you do. Roll your window down and drive by, and you'll smell that pit that is out front that is cooking. But they do catering. Go by there. They've got burger specials most of the week. A lot of great things going on. Their greasy pig. They've got the loaded potato. A lot of great things that are going on by those goes. Of course, we want to thank the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana. They are our title sponsor. Walk-Ons is where we'll have the coaches shows. We broadcast live from the Trios press box. I think you're starting to see a pattern with those people that take care of us. Of course, 1T Brett McCormick, who does the stats, Coach Thomas Bachman, and Principal Jody Goodman, and the administration here at Alexandria Senior High School. Our title sponsor for everything we do is Explore Alexandria Pineville, the local convention and visitors bureau. Explore Alexandria Pineville. If you think there's nothing to do here, you might want to check that out. Of course, Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Keep an eye out for our key play of the game. Wallace Eye Associates runs our scoreboard and helps you see the score a little more clear each and every week. Sadler's Towing, they sponsor our scrolling scoreboard and the Coach Bachman Show on Thursday nights. Did you know we have an official Subway sandwich shop?
Yes, I did.
Firehouse Subs. You want
Great
Firehouse?
Family.
Go by there and see them. And you can come Tuesday nights in Lafayette on College Saloon if you want to sit down and watch some Lafayette area football coaches talk. Links on the bayou. We'll have our drive of the game, Louisiana Athletic Club, keys to the game, and the Trojans looking to be 2-0 with Nick giving you his keys to the game. Express Pros of Alexandria will have our Lineman Award. BU Designs, Premier RV and Storage, Jason Hawk, the LaLue Group Real Estate Services. Buying or selling, check out SinLawIsHome.com, Richard Stock State Farm Insurance, BK Distributors, Doug Young Nurseries, and Quibitos. And that gets us set and ready to go. Again, you heard Coach Bachman at halftime, Nick, tell KP that you're going to keep the first offense, go out there and try to get a touchdown and get some conditioning and see how they respond coming out of the break.
Speaking of KP, golf coverage.
Yes.
City Championships last Sunday.
Did out at Links on the Bayou. Congratulations to Chance Queen. He and Randy Ponte battled for the Match Play City Championship, and we brought it to you live here
on 446 Sports. Goodness, we might even bring some soccer this year, Nick, with have you doing play-by-play for that. Trying to roll up a little onside kick. It's going to bounce, but Jackson has it. Maurice pulls it in. He's hit pretty hard in the back, but I got to believe there's going to be offsides. I like that out of Union Parish. Got to work on it a little bit.
Why not? Why not?
Kicking it deep has not worked well. That's K5 back there, and Noble Williams are back deep too. Look, I thought I'd seen some fast players. K5 is quick.
You know, K5 is a big young man. I mean, he has good size for a safety. But standing back there with Noble,
he looks small next to Noble. Yeah,
wow.
Noble, Casey, are both what, 6 foot, 190 pounds.
I'm gonna just look at the roster and just see. But I tell you, it is. Yeah, let's see. 6'1" for Kaysen and 6 foot for Noble. 190 and 195.
6 foot, 190. Yeah. Average between the two of them is just ridiculous. So the clock started running on that first one, and it won't stop. We're a minute into this one. That's going to go back. Noble's got it at the 4. We'll see what the young sophomore is able to do with this one. He cuts to the outside, and he's going to be brought down with a pretty good open field tackle out there by number 23, Nick.
Yeah, Jeremiah Pearson there, junior DB. Good tackle there on Noble. Looks like your line starting the second half, Doug, is going to be the same 5 that started the game.
Well, and TV told us that he was going to get that first unit out there. You'll start to see probably some of the crowd make their way out after a touchdown, except those that have younger players. They'll be here knowing that that group is going to get some work.
13
in this
personnel,
one.
Doug. 3 tight ends in there.
High snap, handoff is there. There goes Noble spinning around out to the 41-yard line. They will go tempo up to the line of scrimmage. But, Nick, that's one thing that they have got to get worked out by next weekend is that snap.
Yeah, 17-yard there on that carry off this right side.
Handoff there and hitting the backfield. Good pressure off the backside again by Union Parish.
And number 15 there for Union Parish, Robert Hambrick, the third senior defensive lineman, for a 2-yard loss there on Noble.
Ain't nothing going to aggravate you more than you bring your first unit out here and you don't go down. And that one is snapped over the head of Sellers. And there may not be a question that we want to ask Coach Bachman after the game.
Yeah, that's
Sellers visibly frustrated, and they'll make a change in there at center, it looks like.
Yeah, Doug, that's a 20-yard loss there from the. Looks like it was from the 38 to the 18, or to the 19, so a 19-yard loss there.
Gage Williams will come in to center. And it's almost, we've seen De La Cerda just so solid in the scrimmage, the jamboree, that game one, but it's almost like a golfer where you just get the, you get the shakes there, get a little hiccup. That is Kaysen following his blockers, turns back to the near side. Going to carry. Still, though, after all of that, is 17 yards shy of a first down, and that's going to bring Eli out to punt. And, yeah, I can only imagine that's not going to make for a great couple of series with Coach Bachman in this group. You see him over there on the 29-yard line just not moving, not happy at all with that first series.
Yeah, 15-yard gain there for Kaysen to make it 4th and 16. So, yeah, very tough series there offensively.
Snap goes high again. Got to get that one off. And that's just a tremendous punt. My goodness. And it's going to bounce around again inside the 20. What is it that Eli can't do out there when he's kicking the football?
Yeah, good work there by Eli to get it off because the snap was high. I tell you, I know Coach wanted to go down, score, and get his second team in, but I don't think he.
No, I dare say that won't happen. And the longer that it stays ugly, the longer they'll stay out there. And, I mean, they were flawless in that first quarter, and things just continued to get
second team defense in here, Doug. We'll try to get the names to you as soon as.
There you go. Pitch back, boy, and look at that in the backfield. Tremendous work
Forced
there.
fumble, yes, by Sykesville there, number 52. And we've
That's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, he is, you know, really, they've been talking about him a lot. So he forces it, and it looks like Romeo Sherman, if I'm not mistaken, 39 might have been the one who recovered it.
Look, Trojans offense is going to get a gift here. Another turnover by the Trojans defense. And second unit is coming out there now, Nick.
Yeah. They're very high on Sykesville. Number 52, Julius Sykesville, for that backup linebacker position.
All right. So quarterback, running back, different. That's a good-looking moving into the end zone right away.
That's Darren Ross.
Yeah, Darren Ross goes in there and gets his first touchdown, the junior running back. Touchdown, Darren Ross. Touchdown, Trojans. So that's how you do it. Boy, that aggravation. No, we're not giving you another series. You guys get over there, and we'll let that first unit go, or the second unit go. Sellers will come back in to hold. And a new kicker out there for the Trojans.
That is, I know his last name is Mangum. Logan Mangum, number 36.
Running in late there is number 31, and he's not rostered there. Snap is back, and whistles blow beforehand. 48-0. PAT is pending, but it'll have to wait just a moment.
Yeah, we work very well with Brett, 1T McCormick, and he updates this roster as often as there are changes, and we appreciate that. But we do not have 31 on right now.
That was against Union Parish, and so that'll make it half the distance. They'll retry things off the foot of Mangum. Chair's coming up here, and that means it's going to make a night of it. 5:58 remaining in the third. They stop the clock only on scores here and timeouts and such as that. Snap is back to Sellers. He does get that one down. The kick is up, and it is good. 49-0. Trojans lead this one.
Yeah, Logan Mangum, he's a sophomore on the extra point there.
We will be back right after this.
Watch.com.
That's where we'll be for lunch tomorrow. Come out there and check that out. And when I say we, I mean me. But not having the redfish. It's club sandwiches on Friday. That's just a club sandwich with a trice baked potato. That's as routine as it gets for me. Nick, second unit went out there defensively and just got after the ball. And you told us Julius Sykesville, they are very, very optimistic about that young man.
Yeah, he's gonna fill in probably pretty well next year once Xavier makes the move on to the next level, and him and Townsend, and of course there's some other players that are currently on the field that might move into the inside linebacker position, but we'll wait until that's announced later.
We got a lot of football ahead of us. Don't get X out of here yet.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about Amarion Ford yesterday evening before the show with Coach OJ, and I really enjoyed watching him and X 2 years ago.
When X was a young man at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the alumni that gets on and watches, and we get a lot of messages from those guys that are watching from everywhere that they're at. Bud Clark out at TCU. Jacobin is there. T.J. Johnson, Jamari Monette. Those guys just all over the place. Trojans have a lot of guys up in college ball right now. That kick is going to twist over to the side. It is grabbed up at the 3-yard line. Fung goes short. Sykesville just about had that one, but instead, I mean, he messed things up. But coming in there and finishing that up was 82. Is that?
Yeah, it's Cooper Robinson.
Yeah, Cooper. He is one of the tight ends here on this Trojan line. Young man shaking up. He got kind of twisted around there at the end, but they will start things at the 15-yard line. Clock stops on, or it doesn't stop. They're going to keep it going.
I'm hoping it's cramps, Doug. I can't tell.
It looks like it.
Yeah, you hate to. It was, like I said, it was one of those tackles to where it kind of.
They'll stop it with 5:08 because of the injury, but get it back and started pretty quickly. Whole slate of football tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. Tioga and Leesville. That's a pretty big one. Menard and Jena. That's a pretty big one. Grant Buckeye. Okay.
Another good one.
Turlings Catholic makes their way over to Lake Charles, Moss Bluff.
Sam Houston.
Where the Sam Houston Broncos and the Turling Catholic Rebels will do that. We'll talk to Coach Corville on Monday about that. It's going to be holding, so that one will come back. Holding in the middle of the field.
Senior Andrew Montague right there with the tackle at the very end there.
That makes me proud, Nick.
It
really does.
I had to, I slowed down.
No, I meant the tackle from Montague. Oh, yeah, and you saying Montague. That makes me proud.
Oh, me. Try to ask permission, try to figure stuff out. And, you would think with a guy with my last name would be able to try to figure that stuff out, but
you do indeed.
But it's and I could repeat it 100 times, and as soon as if I said it wrong the first time, it takes me 100 times.
You're going to have
right.
it. That's exactly right. Nearing the 9 o'clock hour here. We're about 10 minutes shy of it. 4:04 and counting. You see that on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Toss into the backfield. The last time these two units were out there, it was a fumble that the Trojans got. This time, it's just that second unit. And, Nick, you got to believe that as aggravated with the 2s and 3s as they were last week, pretty pleased out here on these couple of drives.
Yeah, Quentin Price there, Bryce Gillum, the number 40 defensive end, 47 inside linebacker is Amarion Simon. 39, I think we mentioned him earlier, Romeo Sherman. Of course, Montague. 17 still in there is Harris. Looks like Maurice Jackson's left corner now. Arrington is in at the apex position.
Patterson giving chase there, and that one is dropped around. Boy, they're going to.
If he throws it out, that's a safety.
Yeah, that's a safety. He throws it out of the back of the end zone, or fumbled it out of the back, and that's a safety. So
remember this name, Doug. 52, Sykesville with the pressure there.
He's the one that caused the fumble last time, wasn't he?
Yep.
And the tackle on special teams.
Yep.
My goodness.
Sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're quite all right. Trojans cross the 50-point threshold. It's 51-0 now here. They will get the ball back on the free kick. We'll see who they put back deep receiving. We've seen Kaysen on the punts. We've seen K5 and Noble on the kickoff returns. And 15 and 10 go back.
We have 15, Tristan Brooks, and 10 is Laven Mays, which Mays was hurt last week, so it's good to see him back.
We saw Mays a couple of times get in last year and run the ball pretty well.
Yeah, he was a running back last year. That's correct.
So Kaysen is up as part of the hands team. Sykesville's is up here. Now they'll get Kaysen off the field. Burford is on the 50. If I had to guess, the ball will go to the far side on the 50. It seems to find Hayden Burford no matter where he's at.
Yep. Hope his grandparents in Arkansas are listening to us.
We remind you, get out early on Thursday night for the Thomas Bachman Show. You don't want to miss it, as we will recap this one, that one, up to the near side is going to be handled at the 25 on a jump catch there. 30 now, 35-40. Trojans have good field position off of the free kick. They'll start things out at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Brooks with a good kickoff return there until he gets upended. Backup quarterback, Doug, who was in last series for the one handoff to Ross, is Kadarian Vaughn,
Yep,
number 14.
Vaughn played the second half of that game last week in there.
See if we can do the line real quick. 56, Silas Michel. 72 is Everett, which he's played some. 65 is the aforementioned, or 66, Gage Williams at center. We'll try to finish that out here in just a second.
First down at 10. This unit had a touchdown the first time they were out there, albeit from a short field. Handoff goes up the middle, banging around out to midfield. Go ahead, Nick.
And that is Mays with a 5-yard gain there. And then had number 83, Letzinger, which we're familiar with his name. He got a lot of playing tight end, got a lot of playing time last year. After this play, we'll try to get all of them.
Under 2 minutes here in the third. Trojans well in command of this one, 51-0, and have been since really the first 3 series. That is off to the left side for Mays, who continues to grind those legs and pick up maybe a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, 71, Roman Fuentes is there. Clemens, Jaden Clemens, 73 has been in and out. 27, who's coming off right now, is Zakarian Franks. Clayton Dole has been in. 89 is Hunter Lonsberry, who's been in. 82, Cooper Robinson is in now.
They like Lonsberry at wide receiver. He does a really good job running routes and catching the football. Snap is back. It's going to be pulled this time. He's going to spin around, and it'll be 4th down and 2. He maybe gets a couple on that.
Yeah, 2 yards there from Vaughn. 81 is Crenshaw, which, let's see what I'm trying. Before I messed up, I want to say Matthew. Thomas Crenshaw. Of course, I could call him Will. I seem to call all these kids by their dad's name at some point in the broadcast. But, yeah, Thomas was in the H-back position there, number 81.
Trojans are going to have to hurry to the line of scrimmage. They do have to snap it. This is 4th down. Ross is back there with Vaughn. 6, now 5 and 4. And, boy, this is going to aggravate you if you got to take a timeout here. And they do. Take a timeout with a running clock with 7 seconds to go on it, but play clock down to 1, and the Trojans want to hang on to it. So there is 1 play left in the 3rd period.
Give me a chance to say Braylon Jefferson, 88, was at wide out just now. And like I said, I think that's covered everybody that's been in thus far, Doug, and we'll try to keep the names updated as often as we can.
If you take a look down at our scrolling scoreboard, the Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard, you'll see that St. Mary's welcomes in Red River. Of course, this game has been all Alexandria. You see some of the stats that are going across the bottom. You see it, Buckeye at Grant, Leesville at Tioga, Gina at Menard, and Turlings Catholic at Sam Houston. Vaughn is there for 4th down and 2. Ross in the backfield. I did like Vaughn on the keeper, but it's going to go to Ross, who will bang off the left side and get the 1st down, and that will do it for the 3rd period of play. We'll be back right after this.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace.
And a big round of appreciation to the folks at Wallace Eye Associates, have been our scoreboard sponsor from day one. We appreciate that group over there. They take care of, now, so each year I go in and get my annual eye exam in there. You can too. So it's not my eyes that are the problem when it comes to calling football games. It's just me. So just so you know, they do a wonderful job out there. First down and 10 we go, start of the fourth quarter. Vaughn's going to pull it and dump this one off. It is complete. Is that Letzinger there?
No, that's Crenshaw.
Oh, that's Crenshaw. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, had nothing to do with my glasses or my eyes.
19-yard gain there for Crenshaw.
You know what I like about Vaughn being able to dump off and get a good high percentage pass under his belt?
Yes. Yep, good work right now for these young men. Opportunities that film they get to put on, and just if you're going to make something out of your opportunities, this is the time to do it.
Don't forget, 8 a.m. Saturday morning, you can hear the Red River Roundup hosted by Marshall Leffler. Folks from all around the state, you'll get all the tips and highlights you need from Friday night's action and Thursday night's action from around the state. Handoff up the middle.
Ross
says that, yeah.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage. So, you're sleeping in tomorrow.
I am, yes.
If you happen to
till
wake
the crack of about 6:30.
Well, 6:30. If you happen to wake up a little bit later than that.
Yes.
And you look at the clock.
Yes.
And you see that it's close to 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Are you going to panic thinking that it's Saturday morning?
Yes, absolutely.
instead of Friday.
Yep. And look, I'm going to wake up and try to get in the TSA line and board a plane or something. My day is just going to be haywired. But we'll do it all over again tomorrow night out at Grant for that big Grant and Buckeye game. I'll be out running production on that. Oh, nifty running there by Vaughn, who gets inside the 15 now they'll mark him right at the 15.
Hold on, boys. Let's stop. We're good.
Yeah, I'm going to go sit around trying to have brunch and mimosas somewhere and trying to just sit. And I was like, wait a minute, Doug, it's Friday. Okay.
Mays with a 5-yard run there. So, yeah, Marshall mentioned before the game that, hey, he gets to watch and do some stuff tomorrow night since they're off as well for the show on Saturday. He does a really good. Talk about the people, the guests that you guys bring on.
Oh, look. So Jace Lejeune with the Gridiron. And that's the Red River Roundup is brought to you by the Gridiron Football USA and the Gridiron All-American Bowl game on there. And so Jace Lejeune, their beat writer, we'll keep it here. Jace Lejeune, their beat writer for LSU and does Ascension football as well. He comes on. Of course, Mike McMillan, originator of the North Shore Prep Report, and he gives you all of everything that goes on the North Shore and around there. Mike will tell us a little bit about that also. And then Chasten Tavares picks us up on Southwest Louisiana. Marshall takes the north part of the state, and we help him with the central side of it. So Marshall Leffler, we talk about him. He is the voice of the Union Parish Farmers Radio, but also a part of our family at 446 Sports. There's an inside handoff, hit hard, wow. Hopped right up, good job, but a big play by number 17 for Union Parish.
Yeah, no gain there from Mays on that one. But, Marshall, a Grace Christian Warrior alum.
That's
he
right.
Said 2004. We know a few kids that went and graduated from Grace.
A lot of them. And so you're saying his picture's a little older than his current situation.
Yeah. If you go by the picture that's posted on the editor graphic, you might be a little surprised whenever you see him live.
It is just the hair, the hair's a little longer than mine and yours. Fourth down now and 10, 8:07 remaining here. Handoff up the middle. Going to get all of the much-needed yardage. Gets 11 officially on it, and that's going to be a first down. Big run there by Ross.
That's Mays.
Was it Mays?
Yeah,
All right, well,
yeah,
there you
number
have
10's
it.
in there. Yeah, and he's like he hits that hole quick. So does Ross. You know, I mean
That's what it looked like the way. Because on the previous couple of plays when Ross is in there, I mean, he gets to the line of scrimmage quick.
Yeah, Ross a junior, Mays a junior. So, I mean, once again, we're talking about this junior class that is just filled with a bunch of athletes.
Partner, we've got to pick a cool play of the game. We've got to have a player of the game, and we'll award that next Thursday night. And our Express Pros linemen, you had one job. We've had a lot of them doing it well tonight. Handoff up the middles. That is Mays. Mays following those blockers, but he's going to get rode down at the 7.
Yep, 2-yard gain there. Early thoughts on the play of the game.
Okay.
What you think?
What do I think? Oh gosh, it's hard to get back to that first period of play, but I like the Cason Williams punt return for a touchdown. That's just that hasn't happened in a long, long time.
That's what I was thinking. Of course, the block punt.
The block punt by Trey,
Jackson Town. So I mean, we're gonna have to.
How about the play by Sykesville down here to knock the ball away right when he got in?
We might have to rock, paper, scissors for him. Oh, look at
Off
that.
the middle.
Mays
and
just runs over him.
Amazing run there. Getting into the end zone just would not be denied. That's a touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 8-yard run there. Run over one tackler for Levon Mays there. So great play by that young man.
$57-0 Trojans.
I think they were missing the holder, gentlemen.
They're running Wildcat for the extra point here.
I don't know if Mangum would want to run a Wildcat.
No, he would.
Hey,
he could have drop kicked it.
Yeah, I was going to say, take the direct snap and drop kick it. That's correct.
That's right. Now you're showing our age, Nick. Low snap is there, and he kicked through it. Sellers has got to be real careful here. Oh, you do not want to. Look, let me tell you. So the Union Parish guys go out there and they pick him up and help him up. But that's just about the worst thing that you saw there as your QB1 comes out to hold late in the game and gets rolled up on that.
Yeah. That's twice he was maybe just, talking to him and saying good game to him, but that's twice after extra points that he's been communicating with them. So hopefully it's been friendly, I hope. Coach Bachman talking to him right now, and I'm sure some of it has to do with the fact he was tardy getting out there.
If you're in the southwest Louisiana area, head on down to Moss Bluff and check out Turling's Catholic and Sam Houston. Turling's Catholic, of course, in our family of networks, and then we'll talk back to Coach Michael Corville on Monday nights at Pizza Village, and that's turned in to be a pretty good time on Mondays.
It really has. It's a lot of fun. It's fun. They're feisty, like most of the folks down there. And of course, they play that way as well.
Look, their safety. He'll let you know what's going on, too.
Yeah,
but Cason Evans back this year, got hurt towards the end of the season. Got a couple of touchdowns early on. A.J. Price, Alex Magnano, those guys are rolling.
Yeah, you talk about hit a hole. I mean, Cason Evans hit the hole last Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday.
And, Doug was asking him about what it was like to run out for the first game on Friday night, and the safety said, well, we wouldn't know. We ran out Thursday night.
I was like, you absolutely did. Mango puts a foot into this one. Short kick to the 15-yard line where it's taken in the middle, and the Trojans did a good job of getting that taken care of.
Yeah.
We saw back to that Sterlington game, just the late touchdown is what it was on a kick return, and you don't want anything like that to happen.
No, and like I said, I mean, all these guys that are, and I'll tell you something else too. And of course, I'm old, but my sophomore year, okay, we had 23 seniors and we were 9-1. I've lettered on special teams, and let me tell you something. You think I wore that letter jacket any different than whenever I was a starter? Matter of fact, when I become a starter, I didn't wear it as much as I did whenever I was a special teamer.
When you were the young guy, that's right. Oh, look at him get off the block right there and come up. That beautiful play there for the Trojans.
Yeah, Romeo Sherman there. Good work by 39, like you said. I mean, and look, we saw Harris do that earlier, really well. Stand up the blocker, throw him off, make the tackle, and Romeo did that as well. I want to thank Coach OJ for putting us on the defensive stats. So we were able to get defensive stats from him, and I will look those up for next week. .420 left in this fourth quarter. Trojans leading 57-0. Union Parish Farmers talked to one of the assistant coaches, and she said that tomorrow they're going virtual at Union Parish because they'll be getting back so late. So it's a pretty neat feature that came from COVID. I don't like online learning, but for situations like this, that's good. These young athletes who are going to be out till probably 12, 1 o'clock tonight. Big work there by the Trojan defense for no gain.
KP, don't forget, we'll talk to Coach Bachman following this. We'll make sure that we're still Bluetoothed on. I don't think we are, Brett. We'll have to get connected there on number 5 again.
KP Miles visiting with Miss Kim down there.
Look, and that's the key. If you want to get to Coach quickly after a game, get to Coach's wife prior to the end of the game. So we'll visit with KP. That is a high snap, and here comes that Trojan special teams work, and they're going to recover this one or not. Doesn't matter. It'll still be first down and 10 from the 9-yard line. And that's just a tough night for both teams really snapping the football.
Yeah, Ryan Reeder, the punter, kicker. And he's a tall kid, and the ball snapped over his head. So,
well, it'll be Thursday night before we see him again. But Coach B's birthday is next Wednesday, so if you see him out and about, make sure that you let him know. You tell him happy birthday and you appreciate the work that he and his coaching staff are doing here at Alexandria Senior High. So he'll talk to him, and I think we'll probably get Coach Bachman up here as well post-game. We'll do that. We'll get some commercials and get all of that taken care of. Again, we couldn't do a thing that we do without you guys. Yeah, they'll sit back in victory formation, so expect Vaughn to take a knee here. They'll call timeout and get somebody off field. Illegal participation is what it looks like if they had an extra man, but we will catch Coach Bachman down there right after the game and then hope to visit with him here. They'll take that illegal participation half the distance, make it inside the 5 to the 4. But all it's going to do is keep the clock running, and the Trojans will go down in victory formation. They will not look to put another one on the board here, I don't believe. Snap is back, and he just goes back a step and takes a knee, and that is going to, no, they've got to run off one more play. Again, Thursday night, we'll be out at Walk-Ons. Join us there, but a whole slew of games going on tomorrow night. You see them on the Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard. It includes a 6 p.m. start. Go out there, Trojan fans, and support. Datelin Cunningham, you remember, is a starting running back. E.J. Scott had a big one. He was their cool play of the game for LC over in Langston. Darius Washington is out there, Von Darvon. So make sure you go out there and watch some of your Trojan alumni taking care of business in NAIA football. That will do it. Trojans and Farmers set to shake hands in the middle. And we'll get down with KP in just a moment. But certainly a big thanks to all of you for watching this one tonight. Big shout out to Magnano and Nick and Brett Stallsby, who is up here with us. Roger Walker running the camera, and it's just been that kind of an evening on here. Nick, second team looked pretty good out there tonight. First team was dominant early on in this one that set that up. So Coach Bachman's not going to be happy with the overall performance of it. There'll be a lot to clean up. You'll hear those words a lot. But, my goodness, 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, and one thing he probably will be happy about is the way that second-team defense came out and played in the second half compared to last week versus Westville.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think he got a little disgusted with that first-team offense when he put them out there for a series and couldn't go anywhere but backwards. But they'll have to fix that quickly as they go to Destrehan next week. Trojans and Wildcats on Friday night, and we'll bring you all of it here. The pregame will start at 6:30, and, of course, we'll have all of the action here for you beginning at 7 p.m.
Yeah, one of the big things to look for next week, I don't want to get too far ahead of us, is they had their starting quarterback out last year.
Correct.
And unless something happens tomorrow night, he's going to be playing against us. I would imagine he's going to really, really be amped up for that game. So I look forward to that opportunity for us to play against him.
Things are going to change just a little bit. Let's see if we can get KP on the phone here now as they're going down to the field. They'll kick the award away and go down on the field to Sellers, and they're making it look like a presentation down there. The LHSAA network is here in town covering this. The Trojans are singing the alma mater, and, that's something we think that they started probably last week or this season out there.
Yeah, no. Keeping the students off a little bit this year as well.
Interesting work going on down there. We'll see if we can get down to KP now. Well, that's a little, yeah. Yeah, okay. Bring it down just a little bit. We'll talk about your all-time backfire there. The phone's ringing, but we'll try to get to KP in just a second. Nothing like things going. So when we go to when we go to halftime, when we go down to our sideline reporter and he red phones you, well, that's just not what you want to see at all.
Looks like he's looking at his phone. That's what's interesting. He might have been trying to call you, Doug.
Yeah, I think perhaps. There he is, and we'll get him on the phone. We are down on the field with KP Miles.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you, KP.
All right, give me a minute. The LHSAA got to him before I could. I was trying.
You're that's okay. You're on here on the air with us. He's looking at you, as a matter of fact. Just go in there and jump in there. But
all right.
What a big victory out here for the Trojans tonight, and I know you're going to have a couple of questions for him.
I got a couple questions for you, Coach. Coach, tell me about the special team tonight. Big deal with some of their impact in the game.
Some good stuff. I go back and break it down here tonight. I don't know. I felt like we were sloppy. I know that sounds ridiculous. So I got to go over there and talk to the boys and make sure I'm positive with them. But we need to improve in a lot of areas.
K5 looked great tonight, Coach. Tell me about that PD.
Yeah, excited about what K5 brings to the table. Got to get him more involved and more faces in the games.
Thank you, Coach.
There you go.
Back to you, Doug.
All right, KP, thank you, sir, and we'll get Coach Bachman up here for the Trojan wrap-up show after he talks with his team. But Nick, you look down on the field, and there is a big difference. They hold those kids off until everything is over with.
Yeah, that was Would have been nice to have last year, but that's all right because I still would have to, weave my way through. Although it does look like they haven't opened. That was the biggest issue last year. Just everybody went to that gate, and there was no, like, even KP's walking right through right now, which is phenomenal, But last year I had to try to get through there, but. Hey, that was last year. That's this year. So, it looks like they're starting a new tradition this year, and look forward to seeing that the rest of the season.
I can tell you he's not really happy about not being over there with his team right now.
Right.
That's one of the things he likes to talk to them right away. Do appreciate his accessibility as it always has been. But we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will try to get Coach up here. We'll throw it back and visit with him down on the field. We'll kind of play this by ear, but we'll do all of that. Trojans win it big, 57-0. We'll be back for our final wrap-up right after this.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop. Ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible.
And we are back for the Trojan wrap-up show. Coach Josh Mercer, your defense goes out there and does it again, man.
Yes, sir. Thought we had for a short week, thought we had a really good week of prep. Just really proud of the kids we got. I mean, we got a special group of coaches. I mean, a really good staff on the defensive side on both sides of the ball. Really, short week, but it's a good thing that we had a team like Sterlington and Acadiana early on to where we kind of get some similar fits, similar personnel groupings, similar rules for certain areas, and the fact that the kids, you got to go execute, and I thought we did a pretty good job.
I know Nick will get to the questions of that early, but I want to skip all the way to the end of the game.
Sure.
Sykesville. How special is he?
He's the next one, man. He plays with a whole lot of energy.
Yeah.
He runs around in the football. We love having him around. He is going to be he's a special player for us right now, but he's next in line. We're pretty excited about that cat.
Yeah.
Coach, you start Harris and the quarterback position and not Jackson. Anything? Was it the run stop that Harris?
It was a certain feel that we had that they were trying to do, and it played to Harris's strengths on that nub side. Like you saw, like a lot of times they're running toss G, a little bit of the outside veer to that side, and he just comes up and fits it really cleanly. Just felt really comfortable in that spot where, certain passing downs, we like Maurice for his size and his ball skills, but, I thought Harris had a heck of a game out there on the perimeter to that nub tight inside when they went twins eye. So it was good to see him out there and go actually do it.
Look, you could start calling out name after name on that defense. Trey Williams just goes kind of the block punt and
so the block punt it's pretty awesome. We make an adjustment with how they were blocking us on one of the previous ones, and so we were making a slight adjustment where Trey, instead of coming off the edge, was fixing a bump inside. We were going to bump the D lineman. I think it was Boat at the time. We're going to bump him outside. So how we're going to go do. I think we got to have a cleaner run through. Well, on the block, Jackson's looks at it, it's like, no, they're not going to believe that. So he takes Boat and puts him where he was. Jackson went to the perimeter, and Trey's able to go block it, and Jackson's off the edge. So we were just like, yeah, guys, y'all, obviously y'all got it, let's just go. We'll just go sit on the sideline.
That's one of those you just shrug at each other and go.
Cheerleader, but really, it's a fun group to coach because they get it at a high level. Not to say that we're not going to have our mistakes. You can see it. I think early on, Jackson had a misread when we were running a stunt. We felt like they were going to run sprint out, something like that, to the trip side, and he kind of played the tailback tailback, quarterback pulled it on him, and he immediately we all know he's smart. He's like, but I kind of got stripped, caught up there. They later on run jet sweep, and he goes and goes absolutely takes it to the ground. And so it's a fun group to coach. Not that they're not, they're going to make mistakes here and there, but it's not going to be for a lack of effort.
Right.
And then when we make slight adjustments, the lights are on, and it's like a high level of football IQ. So it's a lot of fun.
Look, Nick, I think So how do you and Coach Bachman in that offense decide where Griffin's going to go? Who gets him? That dude is just special.
Well, he wants to get stops on defense first. So, I think it's an area that we can showcase Griff. Griff's an incredible football player that I think, we owe it to Griff to try to push him for his skill set to the next level. And he is a guy that we think can play at a high level. And good enough so that he can go play in college. And so just trying to go show off his skill set, absolutely. I think you can look to see more of Griff play in some of that offensive role if we need a spark and things like that. So pretty excited to see it. We just got to do a good job of coaching him up. He's a smart kid. So, learning our side of the ball, learning what the game plan is, but being able to go spot play some on offense to kind of get some juice out there.
Look, when he shoots through the seam, it was gone in that 50-yarder. I was like, man, I've not seen him go that fast. I know you guys see it all the time.
Yeah, he can go. He can go a little bit. So, yeah, they need to get the ball in his hand.
See,
don't you put him over there to use him as some bait. Y'all better be putting the ball in his hand. So, yeah, man, really fun group. The wars are coming. So we know that. Next week's going to be a big one for us. We can't wait as a coaching staff, we can't wait to go prep for it. And I know our kids are ready to go.
Look, they are. And it was probably close to the second quarter, and we were counting tackles by your safeties, and there were only 2 at that point. That means your front 7 was getting the job done.
Yeah. So, just it doesn't really get to that third level yet. So, we're seeing him early on going and showing up. Good thing, it's good to see Harris out there make those tackles as being a secondary guy. But, yeah, the front guys that are rotating in there, they're doing an incredible job of owning the line of scrimmage. It was good to see on some of the drop back passes from under center. Quarterback, they're in his lap immediately. So, ready to see us going against some of the premier competition in the state of Louisiana and see where we really match up.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time to come up and visit with us for sure.
Yep.
We'll see you out Thursday night now out at the Thomas Bachman Show out at Walk-Ons. We're looking forward to a big night there.
Likewise.
There you go. Coach Josh Mercer joins us here. And, look, I don't know what's wrong with me anymore, but I can't speak it.
Rock it around, huh?
That's the problem, and I don't know about this. Yeah,
get Murphy on.
It must be. No, we're gonna pass on that.
We're going to cut.
Yeah, we're going to pass on. Guys, we'll be back right after this as the Trojan Wrap-Up Show continues.
To work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500. Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage.
And we're back here wrapping up the Trojan wrap-up show, Nick. Tremendous game tonight for the Trojans. Some of the highlights that you saw.
Yeah, let's talk about the stats. Of course, there were very few second-half stats. So Carson, 7 for 11, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kaysen, 6 for 43 yards rushing, but did have the big 55-yard punt return. Noble was 4 for 29 yards. Then we had the big play with Alex, the first touchdown, which was 68 yards. He ended up having a second touchdown for 44 yards. He ended up with 4 receptions for 126 yards. K5.
And 2 touchdowns.
Yes, 2 touchdowns. K5, the one big reception for 50 yards. Then the Z9, Zone 9,
Right.
Trey Williams with the punt block. Jackson Townsend with the touchdown recovery. And then Ross and Mays both score for the second team in the second half.
Look, they get a safety. That second team we're talking about, they got the fumble right away when they did. They went out there and executed. I don't know if it was just nerves, the big stage, or what it was last week that was on there, but they came out like, all right, look, we know what we're doing here. Let's go to work. They came out with a lot more confidence tonight.
Yeah, let's. You talked about the cliche last week. You talked about the cliche last night about the biggest improvement is between game 1 and game 2, and you see that with that second team defense. Like I said, maybe it was a little bit too big last week for them. The lights were bright. A lot of them haven't been there, and a lot of them were trying to make plays. They were trying to do other people's jobs instead of their own jobs. And
Correct.
Tonight they did the jobs they're called on to do.
Well, folks are finishing up down on the field. Doesn't look like we'll get Coach Bachman, but we will go live with him when we meet up with him a little bit later this evening, or we'll get some video footage on there. But, Nick, that's going to wrap it up. We do appreciate Coach Josh Mercer coming up here, defensive coordinator. Defense pitches a shutout, and I know folks at home appreciate us having his volume on where we're able to hear him, because you remember last year, not so much. Nick, final thoughts?
Like I said, 2-0, big game next week. Like I said, a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of stuff to prepare for, and like I said, Destrehan's they're gonna bring their game, because last year, we really took it to them.
Yeah, it's an exciting one. Don't forget, we will go on the air at 6:30 next Friday night from down in Destrehan. Make sure that you're tuned in for that. Join us Thursday night at 7 p.m. out at Walk-Ons for the Thomas Bachman Show. Come early, come hungry. For Brett Stallsby, Roger Walker, Matthew Magnano, my co-host Nick Magnano, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all and good night.